afternoon special for you.
You were
today.
in Denver last night in the snowstorm, huh?
Oh, man. Wow. I was shoveling my way out of the airport. Nice to be here and nice to be with you. And for the New York Rangers, they have to find a way to win in overtime, John.
The Rangers do have 4 points with their first 3 games played, but the coaching staff and the players felt they should have 6 points. So at least they have the right attitude in that way, Sam. They come into Washington. Washington's been banged around their last 2 games. They've given up 8 shorthanded goals, yet power play goals against. And they're a little feisty. So this could be one of those games where Washington's going to try to establish themselves on home ice and play with a lot of grit.
One thing Tom Reddy and his coaching staff is displaying early on is they're pushing the players. Yeah. They sat down Tom Poti and Jamie Lundmark Saturday night. They'll be back in today, and hopefully they got the message.
Well, Poti sat to 1 game, felt he played well in Philadelphia, not so good against Montreal. And listen, the way he can move the puck, the way he can skate, the way he can shoot, the way he can add offense, he can help the Rangers in this situation. They need that type of defenseman on their team, especially with the power play time you're getting, with the 4-on-4, with the overtime. If he gets his level up to where it should be, he could be a great addition, but he's got to get his level up. Now with Jamie Lundmark, he too played the first couple, then sat out 1. And he's a player that has some offensive skills, but he's got to get involved. He's got to make a statement. He's got to compete for every loose puck. This whole team is working their tails off almost every shift. He's got to prove that he's in that mix to stay in the lineup.
One player who likes to get involved is Ville Nieminen. Rangers acquired him in the offseason. He makes his Rangers debut today.
He last played for the Calgary Flames when they played Tampa Bay in the finals in that 7-game series, and he's a hitter. He's a grinder. He's got good speed. That's a pretty good bump right there. And he can be a player that can get your team going on the road. He'll be in the face of the other club. Listen, Washington's had their goaltender, Olaf Kolzig, bumped a little bit in the last couple of games. They're feisty even thinking about it. Now, I have a feeling that he's going to be around the goal crease talking about Neiman, and it could spark a little bit of action in this one.
Around here, the Caps are in a rebuilding stage, but they have some good young talent. The guy they're looking to maybe build this franchise around was the #1 pick in the 2004 draft, Alexander Ovechkin.
You know, Sam, this team has a lot of young talent, but a lot of it is still in junior, a lot of it's in Europe, a lot of it's in college. The one player that is here is Ovechkin. That is draft day. He's with ownership there, and they're cheering, and they're also cheering now when they've seen him play. Just 3 games in, he takes the body, he plays with enthusiasm. He's a kid trying to learn the language and lifestyle over here, and what he loves to do aside from hitting is score goals. And look at the enthusiasm here. As the players like him, he celebrates. He's got enthusiasm. He's a good asset for the National Hockey League. Look at that. That's enthusiasm. And, you know, he's not surrounded by a great team just yet as they're rebuilding here in Washington, but he is going to be the key player for them up front without question.
All right, here we go. The Rangers and the Washington Capitals. An afternoon affair in our nation's capital. We'll be set to go. The opening face-off in just a moment.
New York Rangers hockey is brought to you by smooth and refreshing Bud Light. Great taste for your great times. By American Express, My Life, My Card. And you can't live the dream if you don't play the game. Get your lottery ticket today.
Welcome back to the MCI Center in Washington. We are moments away from the opening face-off between the New York Rangers and the Washington Capitals. Let's take a look at the upcoming schedule for the Rangers, brought to you by North Fork Bank. It'll be homestand for the Rangers beginning Thursday night with the Devils in. Then Saturday night, the Atlanta Thrashers, and a high-scoring team they are, coming into Madison Square Garden. And then it's the Florida Panthers and Roberto Luongo in goal. Monday night, that'll be on OLN. All games on MSG Network preceded by Rangers Game Night. Coming up, it's the Rangers and the Washington Capitals next. Sam J.D. and the MSG crew here at the MCI Center. The Rangers will be without Marek Malik for this game. He's been bothered with a groin injury, and I think that head coach Tom Reddy was telling us before the game, John, he wants to be a little bit careful with that injury.
Starting to see it happen all over the league now, Sam. Stomach muscles that are being pulled a little bit, the high groin muscles, the leg muscles, hip flexor muscles. A lot of players were out for a long period of time, didn't play a lot, and now they're back playing, and that area of your body gets strained. And the coaching staff, I think, is very smart
and
in letting him rest and get healthy.
Jason Strudwick has gone home to Edmonton because of the death of his grandfather. So Bryce Lampman, number 33, has been called up from Hartford and will play today. Kasparaitis and Teuton open for the Rangers. Michael Nylander with Jaromir Jagr and Martin Rucinski up front. Rucinski behind the net. He's tied up behind by Steve Eminger, and the puck is cleared out. Washington Capitals opening up with Brian Sotheby, Dinas Zubras, and Chris Clark. Chris Clark, who played with Calgary in the Stanley Cup Finals in the 04 season.
Ovechkin's first shift now. Bang! First hit.
He loves to do that.
Goes on Roosevelt. Good clean shoulder to shoulder.
Kevin Weeks in goal for the Rangers. Olaf Kolzig in goal for the Caps. Here's Marty Straka, takes a hit. Ruchin with a back pass to Michael Roosevelt. Long shot hits the outside of the net. A late reaction by Olaf Kolzig. Rangers line is Ruchin in the middle with Straka on the left and Marcel Hossa on the right. Thus far, Rangers doing a good job keeping the puck in the Cap zone.
And Kondrachev had a little trouble with the puck there, and right away Roosevelt was there to back him up and stopped the 2-on-1. Another play just made it center ice. So a good start for him as he looks better with each game. Number 3, the left defenseman for the Rangers. Make that right defenseman, I'm sorry.
Puck cleared out again, and here's Tom Poti back in the lineup.
And Niemanen's first shift of the season with the Rangers in a regular season game.
Puck swung around the boards. And gloved by Kolzig, he holds on. Blair Betts, Rangers third line on. There's Kevin Weeks. His last game gave up the tough goal in overtime, but played well. He's played well in his first 2 starts against Philadelphia and Montreal.
And Olaf Kolzig was absolutely hammered by Atlanta. 8 power plays goals against him the last 2 games. And a lot of traffic around his net. He was not happy with it, Sam, and that's been addressed by their team.
Here's Billy Niemanen. First shot as a Ranger save. That shot got through. Good job by the Rangers being around the net. Blair Betts was there, and Niemanen with a good shot.
They've been sharp, the Rangers have, in all 3 zones. Mostly the offensive zone, some between the blue lines and a little bit in their own zone. As Niemanen just put the shot on goal. Good traffic. You're right, Sam. The Rangers go to the net looking for the puck. And Kolzig able to hang on as the Rangers have the first 3 shots in this first period.
And Tom Rennie has gotten each of his 4 lines out on the ice already in the first 2 minutes, 15 seconds of the game. Dominic Moore centering Jason Ward on the right, Jed Ortmeyer on the left. Puck out to center, played by Ben Clymer, who played on the Stanley Cup champion Tampa Bay Lightning. Clymer, number 27, dumping it in. Clymer playing with Boyd Gordon and Matt Bradley. Ortmeyer tipped ahead by Moore and sent away. Fedor Teuton is paired with Darius Kasparaitis. Around it comes to Ward, who had his first Rangers goal in New Jersey. Brendan Witt, one of the few remaining longtime Washington Caps.
He asked to be traded over the summer. They decided not to trade him. And he's one of the, well, he's maybe the one pure defensive defenseman they have on this team that's an NHL veteran type guy. You know, that's a real good player. He's an aggressive player, can take bad penalties. Asked to be traded, they wouldn't trade him.
A couple of former Caps on the ice. Michael Nylander played close to 1 full season, part of another before being traded. Jagr with a quick shot. He's a former Cap. And the Rangers acquired him from Washington. Now the Caps break out 3-on-2. And a blind drop pass is broken up by Rucinski.
Rucinski on the back check.
Jagr comes in. Halpern lost his stick. And a good save by Kolzig on Jagr.
He stopped Jagr twice. Look at Jagr's back check. And Rucinski, the last portion of this shift, the back check by the Rangers, that shows hard work by everybody. Kolzig sharp. Rangers have had 5 shots. Jagr the last 2.
Bryce Lampman made a nice move to get out of the zone. Marty Straka's shot deflects up into the screen, deflected by Matthew Biron, number 34.
Let's take a look at the play by Rucinski to Jagr. Watch him move here. That's the first shot he had, and then he tried to get the rebound, but it was chipped away. Jagr's second shot, he moved in because the Cap didn't have the stick. That was number 11 Halpern. And look at Jagr on the back check. Lifts up the stick of the Cap player. So you're seeing a good hard work start for the Rangers, much like what they had in New Jersey.
Face-off win. Tom Poti goes deep with the puck. Try to center in front. Did, and the shot went wide. Nice setup for Ruchin, but he missed the net. Poti with a good play. Back the other way. Ovechkin is on number 8. He's playing with Brian Wilsey and Jeff Halpern.
You know, when you back check like the Rangers are here, that makes life a lot easier for the defensemen. Remember, Poti and Lampman weren't even the two of them were not in the lineup last game.
A giveaway to Ovechkin. He set up Wilsey, but the shot was blocked by Lampman, who recovered. Originally, Lampman gave the puck away to Ovechkin, but Lampman recovered for a good block. Kolzig with the outlet pass, a beauty. Quick transition.
Yeah, he was trying to catch the Rangers changing. Seeing a lot more of that in this league, aren't you, by goaltenders?
You know what? And I like that, John. They haven't taken that away from the goaltenders, the ability to handle and pass the puck.
Oh, the good ones look even better in doing that.
Jeff Friesen, who came to Washington from New Jersey, playing it across. That shot went wide by Peter Sikora. That's not the former Devil Peter Sikora. Penalty upcoming on the Rangers. Jeff Friesen from the point. It's deflected away. Rangers touch up.
First time Washington got the puck to the front of the net, and you're going to see, I think it'll be Kasperitis that'll get the call. Could be wrong. No, I am wrong. It may be Lundmark who looks to be going. I thought it was in front of the net. I could be wrong on that. I know it's a hooking call, so Lundmark, who does not want to be taking hooking penalties, especially trying to stay in the lineup, takes one here.
Paul Dvorsky and Ian Walsh to the referees today. Go ahead, John.
Well, yeah, it is him in front of the net there.
Yep.
Actually, I thought that was Kasperitis. It was Lundmark who was in front. That was Washington's one time they've had the puck to the front of the net so far. So the first power play to the Caps.
Rangers penalty killing has been good. They've taken a lot of penalties in the first 3 games. Caps on the power play 5 for 24 this season. Lundmark called for hooking at 5:16. Kondrachev is back, playing with Roosevelt. Kondrachev able to clear. Ortmeyer goes off along with Moore, and they're replaced by Jason Ward.
Offside.
Offside against the Caps, and Blair Betts, the other penalty killing forward.
If the Caps get set up, watch for Ovechkin. He has this knack of looking for the pass from Halpern. Actually, they're changing their line right now. But Ovechkin can back up. He finds those open seams and loves to shoot the puck off the pass. The one-time type shot. There he's talking about the power play and what worked and what didn't during the first portion of it. Still a minute and a half to go.
Zubras with Friesen and Sikora up front for Washington. Steve Eminger, number 44, is playing 1 point. And I believe it's Matthew Biron at the other.
I think so, yes.
Another offside.
Yeah, the Rangers really staying up and crowding the blue line. They've been talking ever since they got to the bench. That's Ovechkin on the left side. What's interesting about him, and we talked about it earlier, is his mom and dad are here. They're going to be here for a month and go back to Russia. His brother's going to stay for the full season and stay with him. He's requested a North American roommate when the Caps travel for on the road, so he can learn language and learn the way of life here in North America. This kid is open-minded, bright, and just happy to be here and loves it. What do you say to you? He says, I love this new world.
I love the new world. Played across to Sikora. He stopped off in Toronto on his way from Russia to Washington, and as he was in Toronto, he said, I'm counting down the time, 2 days to Washington, 1 day to Washington. And another offside on the Caps.
You know, Ovechkin, when he was a kid, would watch video games. His favorite team was San Jose. His favorite player, as he comes on the ice for the rest of the power play, his favorite player was Owen Nolan. So he'd have a line, he'd make a line, have Owen Nolan, Jeff Friesen, and himself on the same line. Now he's here playing with Jeff Friesen on the same team.
Right here, he's playing with Halpern on the right. Andrew Castles is in the middle, a good veteran center who was picked up from Columbus.
And a playmaker.
Yeah, good passer. Castles is nearing 1,000 games in his career. Played 988. Long shot from the point. Save. Muir's shot got through. Good save by Weeks. Muir keeps it in. Good hustling play by Brian Muir. Alexander Ovechkin with the puck. Now it's Halpern. Back to Ovechkin. Halpern goes to the front, pass through, save, rebound, went right through the crease.
Was that a slick pass?
Halpern had a great chance. 5 seconds to go in the power play. Ward takes it away and gets clear.
Ryan Weeks made a great save, and then the Caps missed on the far side of the edge, but what a pass.
Cody goes deep, high off the shoulder of Kolzig.
I think Pody's responding, don't you?
Yeah, he's really skating the puck well.
Good couple of shifts.
7.5 minutes into the game, no score. And Kevin Weeks with a couple of big saves for the Rangers shorthanded. Roosevelt playing it across to Ruchinski. And back to Michael Roosevelt. Now Nylander. Steve Eminger for Washington. Brendan Witt. There's Dinas Zubras. Nice move to the outside against Kondrachev. Takes it around the net. Zubras, who came into the league when he was 18 years old with the Philadelphia Flyers. Pass goes off the arm of Zubras. Jágr moves it to Nylander. Back to Jágr. He's tied up there. And the puck cleared out. Brian Sotheby tied up. Did a good job on Jágr.
And Zubras went from Philadelphia to Montreal.
Right.
And then traded here to Washington. That was a great play by Kondrachev, Sam. Zubras had him beat and was going to drive to the net, but Kondrachev turned and showed really quick feet and cut him off at the pass.
Kasparaitis is ridden into the boards. In deep. Ben Clymer trying to play it. Gets it back to the point. And then it's cleared out by Ruchin. Racing to the puck is Straka. Good play to Hossa. Good hustle by Marty Straka. As he outraced the defenseman. That centering feed is blocked. Here's a chance for Hossa. Save made by Kolzig. Puck behind the net. Hossa again. Couldn't get out in front, and the Caps able to clear it away. Matt Bradley bringing it in. One-time San Jose Shark. Now Ben Clymer.
The cycle going on here by the Caps.
From the point, Ryan Muir, save, hard shot. Weeks was there. Weeks covers up. 9:27 gone by first period, no score.
Power play pass by Ovechkin through the feet to Halpern for a backhand shot. And Halpern did get to the rebound. Great play. Tom Pody up on the play. Now look at Kondrachev. Cut Zubras off before he could drive to the net. We're seeing some pretty good plays all over the ice surface here.
Face-off win by the Caps. Muir shot got through, save. Rebound played by Blair Betts.
Muir has been in on 3 offensive plays now.
Rangers 3-on-2 across, but Muir swept to the side. Taken back by Betts centers. And a good back-checking job by Ovechkin on Tom Pody, who's driving to the net.
You don't see rookies do that very often.
He looks like a real smart player. Pody in deep. Plays it behind the net. Swept around by Jamie Heward, number 6 on defense. Heward and Muir, the defense pairing for Washington. Betts with Lundmark and Nieminen for the Rangers. Past the midway point of the first period, no score in the game. Lundmark puts it in and is fired right out.
Penalty.
Ovechkin moving in. Nieminen trying to stop him. Save made by Weeks. What a move by Ovechkin.
He drew a power play. Washington, there was a hook by Lampman in on Ovechkin, who kept on going. Power play. We're going to see Ovechkin take the long pass from Heward, who played the last 3 years in Switzerland. He wanted the puck. He got it. See how he got around Lampman? Then that stick was into the midsection. Now he goes right around another one and got the jam shot on goal as Weeks looks good early. That's Mr. Ovechkin.
Oh,
here for a month. And boy, does he look a little intense. He works a little bit for the Dynamo team, right, over in Moscow.
Power play number 2 for the Caps. They had 2 shots on goal in the first one. Shot by Biron off the pass was blocked and cleared by Dominic Moore. Moore and Ortmeyer with Roosevelt and Kondrachev for the Rangers. No score in the game. 9:25 to go in the first period. There's Dinas Zubras. Up front with Peter Sikora, number 20. The former Devil Peter Sikora plays for the Mighty Ducks of Anaheim.
You know, Sam, the Rangers, if they continue to be shorthanded a lot in this game. This is only the second time of the game to this point, but they miss Malik. Malik has done a great job killing penalties for them, and if they don't stay out of the box, that could be a factor in this game.
Kondrachev, he's pressured by Friesen, but he clears. Yeah. Good job by
He's had a good first period. He and Roosevelt as a pair have played very well early here.
Now Jamie Heward, who spent time with the Islanders, a little time with Philadelphia and Toronto. His last NHL team was Columbus.
And he spent the last 3 seasons playing in Switzerland, and it really has become a good offensive defenseman. He can really move the puck. He's the one that moved the puck to Ovechkin, which led to this power play. Look at him jump in now.
Going deep against Kasparaitis. Almost caused a turnover. Up in the air, and it's gloved by Kevin Weeks.
Got to be an infield fly rule there.
Yeah, you could call that. They have to
what happened was
have to have 2 men on base though, and listen.
Well, it's a 1-man advantage if it was 2. Kasparaitis went to move it backwards, and it went off the skate, and it went right out in front. Tootin got there, Halpern got there, but Weeks with his catching glove. So Ovechkin's line back on the ice for the second half of this power play.
30 seconds to go on the man advantage. Good clear by Ruchinski.
It's interesting to talk about a 20-year-old as much as we are, isn't it? But he's good. You can see he's been a factor here already. Strong. When you had the chance to interview him before the game, you could see this kid is built.
And you love the attitude that says, I want to be here. I've dreamt about playing in the NHL when I was in Russia. You know, you have a situation, as we all know, that a lot of people will stay in Russia to play because they are paying some big bucks or big rubles over in the Russian Elite League.
Well, I wonder if they might pay American money. The rubles don't go too far. I know this much. When he played in the World Junior Championships, Team Canada and Team USA, they were running around the ice, they wanted to kill him. But he's good. I'm telling you, he's really good.
It looks like a complete package. Washington's 0 for 2 on the power play. Again, that's a big point for the Rangers. Right now, they are 25 for 28 penalty killing this season.
It's interesting. Washington did not start the Ovechkin line. He drew the power play, right? But there was a long TV timeout. And I thought they'd start him, and they didn't. So he only saw about the last 45 seconds.
A little over 7 minutes to go in the first period. That pass going by Brian Sotheby all the way down. And it is moved out by Kasparaitis. Jágr finds the loose puck. Good pass to Nylander, and there's poke checked away. Jágr's got it back. Jágr controlling, hearing some boos from the sparse crowd here. Here's Kasparaitis winding. Shot got through, deflected off the end boards. There's Jágr again. Now it's Nylander. Nylander taken down by Eminger. And the back pass taken away, and the Caps come out. Sotheby takes a hit after he released. Good hit by Fedor Tootin, and Kasparaitis there. In looking at the box scores of each game, John, I'm seeing so far, and it's very early, most of the attendances around the league are great. Washington and Chicago have not filled the building.
Well, Washington's going to go through a rebuild. Their team has talked about it openly. And then when you look at Chicago, I think they've done a pretty good job of improving their team. I think their crowds will get better as their team performs on the ice. But most of the cities, and you're right, they've been really good considering it was a long complete one-year lockout. And people missed the game.
Maybe one day the fans in Chicago will get to see their team on home games.
Yeah.
And if Mr. Wirtz ever allows it.
Well, yeah, that's part of it too. You can sell your team by showing it. It doesn't matter if it's on the road or at home. And you win at home a little more than you win on the road. And people like to see the team win. And kids like to watch. They can't afford to go to games. Things like that.
Rangers forced a turnover. They have it back. Roosevelt has the puck. 5:20 to go in the first. No score in the game. Hossa dropped it off. Ruchin stopped. Good play. And it's turned the other way. Sean Morrison with the forced a turnover. Peter Sikora's in deep. Centered. Save made.
What a nice pass back.
And another save by Weeks on the shot by Brendan Witt that was deflected.
Yeah, Washington now is holding their own blue line. The Rangers are not moving the puck deep, and the Caps are countering. There's not many fans here, but they appreciate their team's work. And Kevin Weeks has made 3 great saves in a row.
And very sharp. The first one was on Castles, who was driving to the net and had a deflection. Jágr moves it across to Tootin toward the net. Saved by Kolzig.
Shots are now 7-7. They were 7-2, I think, early on behalf of the Rangers. So the Caps with the last 5, and those 2 power plays can find a way to give your team a little momentum, even if you don't score.
Good forecheck pressure by Brian Wilsey of Washington. Nylander carries the puck in. And it's whistled for an offside. Will step out with 4:20 to go in the first period. And no score.
We're talking about the Rangers not getting the puck deep anymore. There. See that play by Eminger taking it away from Ruchin? It leads to two great scoring chances. Behind the net and pass back to Castles. Look at this. And Weeks stayed with him. Not a hard shot, but he made a good save. Then here's a turnover. Now Strocker right up the middle. And it was picked off, and a good shot that it was deflected, and Weeks made his best save with his left pad on the deflection. So a couple of errors now you're starting to see creep into the Rangers game. They've got to change those. You can't turn it over in your own zone like that. And get the puck deep.
Lundmark comes out of the corner, played in front, and Kolzig got a piece. And the Caps come the other way. Ovechkin makes some moves. And Poti stayed with him. Centering feed broken up by Nieminen.
Smart play there. Smart play. Nieminen was right on his man, lifted the stick up beautifully.
Rangers had a good start to the game, and John, as you pointed out, the penalties slowed their momentum and gave the Caps, got them charged up.
It was a one-sided start to this game. There was one team that was skating well. It was the Rangers. They were flying, and Kolzig was good. And now Washington is right on even par with the Rangers, and now Weeks has got to be good.
Ruchinski playing it across. There's Roosevelt. Yager couldn't keep it in. Brendan Witt moves it away, and Roosevelt with Ruchinski still in the zone. And it's whistled down for an icing. 3:12 remaining in the first period as you look at the Rangers head coach Tom Rennie.
Tom Rennie would like to see his team get their pace going again, get pucks in behind the other team, and then draw some power plays. Now Glenn Hanlon, former Ranger goaltender, is the head coach here in Washington. His team was shorthanded 23 times in the last two games against Atlanta. Their last two games. Well, they haven't been shorthanded here in the first period, so they've gotten the message. Now, the Rangers have to get their legs going here again and get working to draw power plays.
Glenn Hanlon's first full season as head coach of the Caps. He took over in December of 2003 and finished out the 2003-2004 season. Yager working the corner, gets shoved into the boards by Steve Eminger. Roosevelt moves it down the boards to Nylander. Nylander checked by Zubris. Knocks him down. Caps physical in their own zone. Couple of good hits by Eminger and Zubris.
And Witt's there too.
Shot by Ruchinski. Save. Good shot by Marty Ruchinski, and a good pad save by Ole the goalie.
They're playing Eminger and Witt, the defense, carrying a lot against Jaromir Jagr when he's out there. Eminger and Witt are both big, tall guys with long reaches.
Nylander waits, finds Kasparaitis toward the net, deflected wide. Caps move out with it. And the drop pass knocked away. That was Boyd Gordon who carried the puck in. Caps had to touch up and get back on side. They do. Rangers have the puck. Better Tootin double team. Posa tied up by Brian Muir, and the puck back into the Rangers zone. Cover! Boyd Gordon moves it to Matt Bradley out in front. Tootin in good position. Clears it aside, but gave it back. Centered, deflected wide, in deep. Heward with a backhander went all the way through. Hossa trying to clear, denied by Ben Clymer. Then it's cleared out by Ruchin.
Pretty obvious the Caps offense from the blue line comes from Heward. And he's all over the place. Skating well. You play 3 years in the Swiss League. You'll improve your skating on the big ice surfaces over there. The Swiss League is pretty quick.
Blair Betts with 1:10 to go in the first period. Pass blocked. Caps doing a good job in the neutral zone.
Well, the Rangers did really well against New Jersey, Sam, when they came up the ice and used the boards wide, banked the puck off boards and things. In this game, it's way too much through the middle early here.
Under a minute to go, first period. Poti dumps it in. Lundmark working in the corner, trying to get the puck. Working against Sean Morrison around the net, swept wide by Nieminen. There's Lundmark. Stopped, the puck taken away and cleared out. Jeff Friesen. Friesen across, drops it off. Peter Sikora way high and wide with a shot. 20 seconds to go in the period. Lundmark, now Dominic Moore. Moore against Brendan Witt. Good play to play it in deep. Good hit by Ortmeyer on Eminger. Fired behind the net, goes all the way around, comes to Roosevelt. 3 seconds to go in the period. Back behind the net, Moore, backhander save. One last save by Olaf Kolzig. Nice move from behind the net by Dominic Moore.
Witt knocked down Jason Ward, as you see there, so the players go over to him. As the backhander was taken by Moore, Ward was nailed. And Witt is a mean, tough defenseman. He drew a crowd, and that was it. Shots 10-7 in favor of the Rangers. Earlier, you're going to see Yager with some pretty good work along with Nylander, and then Yager looked up, saw Ruchinski. This was a good shot. That was on the corner that was kicked out by Kolzig. So it was good forechecked work. Now Yager had a couple of shots on goal in his very first shift. Now here he's being worked on hard by Eminger. And again, it was Eminger and Witt, the pair of defense, who were trying to play against Yager and Nylander and Ruchinski during the first period. Now we were talking about Ward. Now Ward's going to be in front. C14 there. Oh, he actually had his feet sort of kicked out by Clark on the play from behind. That was more Clark than it was Witt.
Well, we'll have to ask Jason Ward about that because he'll be our guest in just a moment. We'll step out. End of one here in Washington. Rangers and Caps, no score. New York Rangers hockey is brought to you in part by Continental Airlines, official airline of the New York Rangers. Continental Airlines, work hard, fly right. And by Panasonic, ideas for life. No score, end of one, and we are pleased to be joined by a new Ranger this year, Jason Ward, formerly with the Montreal Canadiens. Jason, what's been the difference between organizations for you?
Oh, it's it reminds me a lot of Montreal a couple years ago. It's a lot of young guys that are working hard, and you see what Montreal's doing this year. They're building with their young players, and I think New York's figured that out. And we got a lot of guys that are working hard, and we got a lot of veteran guys with a lot of skill. So it's coming together nicely.
Jason, tell the fans that are watching right now what your game is all about.
Oh, I've been a role player. I try to do my job defensively, and when I get some opportunities to put the puck in the net, I feel like I'm just going to get better every year offensively, but my game's pretty solid defensively, and that's what I concentrate on. What did you work on coming to the Rangers, both in preparation for training camp and in training camp? Just the main thing is to get stronger. It's a tough league, and the guys are strong here. So, working a lot on my upper body strength, and definitely got to work on the legs to get the skating. That's the key to the skating is your leg power, and I worked a lot on that this year.
Jason, tell us, with the new rules in place, you're a penalty killer. Your team has done an exceptional job early in the season killing penalties. Do you have to do it differently at all?
The only big difference is, with the extra blue line, with that extra, however, I think it's 8 or 10 feet that they have at the blue line, you just can't, like in the old rules, you used to be able to put a stick right on the defenseman right away, but now you got to make sure you're in that shooting lane, and you got to watch those seam passes. Once teams start figuring out the defensive game, then they're going to find those seams, and that's what we're going to have to watch. Jason, good to have you here. Good luck with the New York Rangers. I'm glad to be here, guys. Thanks a lot.
Jason Ward, one of the new New York Rangers, scored his first Rangers goal Saturday night in New Jersey. We're coming back to Washington right after this. Sam, JD, and the MSG crew in Washington, glad you're with us on this Columbus Day holiday. As a Rangers subscriber, not only are you guaranteed great seats, but you'll be there for every great Rangers moment. Season tickets or 15 game plans or 7 game plans are available. Call 877-MSG-GOAL, 877-MSG-GOAL, or visit NewYorkRangers.com for ticket details. We're coming back to Washington to look at highlights right after these messages. We are back at the MCI Center in Washington, D.C., where the Rangers and Caps are scoreless. Let's take a look at some first period highlights, John.
Well, Rangers carried the play early. Here's Nieminen. Shot, but the Caps do a good job at clearing people away from their goal crease. Look at Drachiev come back on Zubris. That was a great defensive play. Weeks had to be sharp in the second half of the period. There was a deflected shot, pardon me. A couple more coming up. Ovechkin on the power play through to Helper. What a brilliant pass, brilliant backhand, a brilliant save. Here's another one. A nice pass back to Castle. Not a hard shot, but Weeks was there. There was a giveaway for this shot. Weeks used his left pad. That was a deflected shot. So we saw some really good goaltending. And the team it was all Rangers early, then it was the Caps.
Rangers have not had a power play chance in the game. Caps had 2. Heading for the start of the second period after this. New York Rangers hockey is brought to you in part by American Express. My life, my card. So you can't have it, John. And by Canon, your source for document management. Sam, JD, and the MSG crew in the nation's capital. Rangers and Caps first meeting of the season. Tonight's trivia quiz brought to you by Nissan, or today's trivia actually. The Capitals have had 2 #1 overall picks prior to Alexander Ovechkin. John is writing them down already. Who are they? Worth 2 big points. #1 overall. Oh, he's got them already.
One's still around the league.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Well, we don't have to get the answer yet.
Yeah.
I have to think about this. I'm checking the rosters of every team.
Oh, baby. Or 2 points. All right.
That's right. 1 for each
How about
guy.
Peter Bondra, former Cap and former Ottawa Senator, now playing in Atlanta.
He's got a good deal going there.
Oh, man. Number 12 in Atlanta. That's a goal. He fell away on a rebound. Scored. Oh, there's another one. Back-to-back wins by the Thrashers over the Washington Capitals. There's another one. Little backhander on the play.
Thrashers will be at the Garden Saturday night. This is a good team. They have loaded up with some good deals, good young talent growing together, and surrounded by some free agent signings.
A lot of talk that Bondra will have his jersey number retired here in Washington one day. They're hoping 15 or 20 years from now this kid will too. The other thing to remember is that Bobby Holik is with Atlanta now.
That's right.
And
scored a goal the other night.
Kovalchuk will be in the lineup for that game.
Should be very interesting at the Garden Saturday night. Michael Nylander was traded to Washington from Chicago. Chris Simon and Andrei Nikolitin went the other way in that deal, and he had a good year. Following year, he broke his leg in training camp and missed the first 63 games. Came back, played a little for the Caps, and then they traded him to Boston.
Well, we've seen a lot of skill. Certainly with him, right?
Yes.
Passing skills, a little more shooting, certainly maybe an answer.
Strong on the puck, too. Stronger than I thought, John.
Zubers has had a good face-off game. He lost that one, but in the first period, Sam, he was 5-0. And he's played a lot against the Nylander-Yager unit. So first period was a good face-off period for him.
Yager with a backhander and a good save made by Kolzig.
Yager's third shot. Now he had 2 shots on 1 shift in the first period. And then he starts quickly here in the second period.
Finds Sotheby. Chris Clark done his Zubers penalty called. It's on Kasparaitis.
You know, he did have a stick into the midsection of Clark driving to the net. Clark also had a hold of his stick. Clark grabbed a hold of it. So I think both players are going to get a penalty.
Really?
Yeah, I really do.
Yeah, there's Clark. Yeah, you're right, John.
Clark grabbed the stick with his hand. It's not his job to do that. It's the referee's job to call the hook. Kasparaitis did have the stick into the midsection, so they both got called. Clark doesn't look overly happy, and now we'll see 4-on-4 and see if the Rangers. Well, I want to see Cody play on the 4-on-4 and see how he does. Ruchinski, who's really played well, an aggressive game, moves in. Yager was the recipient of the puck after Ruchinski knocked Witt off the puck. So Ruchinski, who had 8 shots on goal in the New Jersey game, is making good plays. So here we go, 4-on-4. Cody's not on the ice now, but it'll be interesting to see if he really moves up the ice with and without the puck 4-on-4.
Straka and Ruchin with Roosevelt and Kondrachev for the Rangers. Kasparaitis hooking.
Ooh. That shot was
Clark
high.
for holding the stick. Sorry, John, and penalty upcoming here.
Well, the Rangers is down holding his face.
Roosevelt,
who got clipped by a stick accidentally in New Jersey, takes one here. And now I don't know. That may be Jeff Friesen going to the penalty box. He's trying to say that it was the other way around, but Roosevelt's down and clipped below the right eye. You see the blood on the jersey, so this may be more than just 2 minutes. Now, I think the other, I'm trying to remember, he got knocked by the stick that was down on the ice in New Jersey, but I don't know what cheekbone it was that he got hit with. So Friesen's going to the penalty box. It's a double minor. because he drew blood. You see the left cheekbone? That's the one that got bumped in New Jersey. It was down near the ice surface at the time. This time it's above the right eye. So, I mean, he's getting banged around a little bit.
Wow. But
he does draw the Rangers' first power play of the game, and it's a double minor.
Double minor for high sticking. 4 minutes to Jeff Friesen. So now with a 4-on-3 power play advantage, a lot of room on the ice.
I'll say full. Wow, here we go. Pody is on the ice with Straka, Nylander, and Jágr.
Rangers power play 4 for 18 thus far this season. Nylander, Jágr, Straka, and Pody. The Rangers 4 for the power play. Pody brings it across. The 4-on-3 has 1:15 remaining. Coincidental minors to Clark and Kasparaitis. Pody winds. Down low, Jágr makes a move. That was a pass for Nylander that missed connection. Nylander at the side of the net. Here's Pody. Nylander's in front. Shot by Jágr. Goes high.
Jágr switched with Straka so he could take the shot off the pass, but he missed the net.
Nylander controls it. Heward and Witt, the defenseman. And Boyd Gordon is the forward. That shot was tipped by Witt. Rangers not getting the puck to the net. Straka, Nylander, Pody, Jágr. Nylander screening the goalie.
Caps in the shooting lanes every time.
Jágr shot, he scores! Jaromir Jágr. It's a power play goal. And the Rangers take a 1-0 lead.
For Jágr, his third power play goal of the season. His third goal of the season. All 3 on the power play. They moved the puck around. This time Jágr, remember his last big bomb? It was high. This one was low. And did he ever get a lot on this? Nylander's in front. You saw the high screen which bothered Kolzig. And did he rip this shot? 4-on-3, patient by the Rangers. This time the Caps are in the shooting lane, but when you don't get the puck in the shooting lane, you set up a screen.
And all 3 goals by Jágr similar to this.
Yeah.
Not all about the same. The shot from the right circle.
Yeah, Witt moved across. He really tried to get in front of the shot, but Jágr missed him, and in turn Kolzig couldn't pick up that rocket that was coming his way. So it's still a Rangers power play.
Yes, because of the double minor, they now have another 2 minutes to work on the power play. It's still a 4-on-3 for another 15 seconds.
And you can leave Jágr out there because they didn't have to do a lot of work. They just skated. I mean, they stood still and passed the puck around, so it wasn't taxing.
And that shot saved by Kolzig. Good, hard shot by Jágr again. He wants the puck, and it's blocked. Out of the penalty box, Clark and Kasparaitis. It's a 5-on-4, and the takeaway and a clear by Sean Morrison. Jágr from Pody and Nylander. Power play goal at 2:06. 5th power play goal for the Rangers this season. They lead 1-0. Straka moving. Finds Ruchinski. Lundmark is on for the power play. Long shot by Teuton. A save made. The rebound cleared into the corner. Lundmark lost his stick. And the puck forced out of the zone by the Caps. Good effort by Peter Sikora. 55 seconds to go in the power play as Straka carries the puck. Straka with Teuton. Nylander, who has the puck now. Pody is on. Ruchinski has stayed on. Teuton keeps it in. Good play. Straka's got the puck. Pressured by Clark. It's given away to Wilsey. Wilsey's got Clark. Clark heads for the net. He shoots. Save made by Weeks.
Great pass by Wilsey. Saucered the puck up to Clark.
Chris Clark. Good effort by Clark on the penalty kill.
Well, he worked for Daryl Sutter last time there was NHL hockey in Calgary. You don't work for him, you don't play.
Rangers were slow changing. And that pass went off the skate of Ruchinski, who was going to the bench. Power play has 10 seconds remaining.
Speaking of Calgary, the shorthanded 17 times have given up 8 power play goals. How about that?
Maybe they need Clark back. Nylander and Dominic Moore sends it in. Power play is over, so the Rangers go 1 for 2 on the power play and lead 1-0 with 4:15 gone by in the second. Here come the Caps. Jamie Heward bangs it off the glass. Alexander Ovechkin centers through to Jeff Halpern for the shot wide. Around the boards, Brian Muir. Now Ovechkin toward the net, deflected high and off the glass, picked up by Moore, and he's able to clear the zone.
It's funny to see a number 12 down there, and it's not Bonja.
Yes.
It's freezing.
It's a big change.
Create a little bit of talk, too, giving the number away right away.
He was a long-time captain, a good player. Moore got knocked down from behind. Mortmeyer with a hit. And the Caps able to move out. Brian Muir on the puck. Kasparaitis. And Boyd Gordon after it. Matt Bradley, number 10, looking for it. Rangers try to move it. Nice play off the boards. And cleared out by Steve Ruchin. Marcel Hossa try to get it through to Ruchin. Back the other way. Bradley. Long shot, sticked aside by Weeks. Then Clymer, after the rebound, took a hit. Deflection and a save by Weeks. Deflection up high by Peter Sikora, I believe that was. No, that was Matt Bradley. My apologies. Rangers whistle for an icing. 5:41 gone by in the second.
Seeing a lot more long passes. That's that saucer pass. Wasn't that beautiful? Short-handed. Clark never had to break stride. And it was a pretty high and long wrist shot, too, that Weeks made look pretty easy. And then Clark here tried to jam to the net, and Straka took him out. But I love those skill plays. That was a saucer pass, short-handed. Bodie's played pretty well. Has an assist on the only goal. He took the body a moment ago on the far side on the boards, and has tried and I think responded to Tom Rennie's sitting.
That shot got through, and Weeks made another good save. Back for the puck, Bryce Lampman. Sent around the glass. Peter Sikora. Side of the net, wraparound try by Friesen was stopped. There's Cody. Aggressive forecheck by the Caps. Rangers able to come out with a puck. Jamie Lundmark. Lundmark slowed down. The puck moved out of the zone by Sean Morrison. 3-on-1 Caps as they move in. The pass to Friesen. The shot blocked. The rebound. Score! Peter Sikora got to the rebound unchecked, and he ties it at 1.
You're going to see two things here. Jamie Lundmark tried to make a play inside the blue line. He's up top over there, loses the puck, and then his balance. Look at the Ranger players. They're all changing. Now they're in trouble. 3-1 the other way. 3-on-1. And you're going to see right in front the rebound bang. A backhander by Sikora to the far post. And for Jamie Lundmark, it's one of those things. You're trying hard to play hard. You're trying to do the right thing. And every time you make a mistake, something like this happens. He lost the puck and his balance went down. The team thought the puck was going to be deep in the zone, so they went for a change. Next thing you know, the puck comes the other way. And when you zig, you zag sometimes. I know Jamie. You know Jamie. You know he's trying to make the right play. And when it goes wrong, man, does it go wrong.
First NHL goal for Peter Sikora, and this is his 5th career game, 3rd game this season. He originally started with Nashville and was traded to Washington for a 3rd-round draft pick in 2003. In deep behind the net, Dominic Moore. Game tied at 1. 7 minutes gone by, second period. Kondrachev steps up, got tripped up, penalty called. Rangers get a power play.
Clark will go for tripping. Boy, a good effort there by Kondrachev. Let's take a look at our Panasonic digital replay. This is Kondrachev. Does a nice job keeping the puck in, and I thought it was Clark. It's not. It's Clymer gone to the penalty box, and that's the play where Lundmark lost the puck and then he lost his footing. As soon as that happened, you saw a 3-on-1 that could be really slow in developing. And there's the rebound, and able to be put in the net by Sikora. So we're tied at 1, and the Rangers are back on the power play.
3rd power play, 1 for 2 with 3 shots. Yager got the goal. Game tied at 1. Shot by Roosevelt, saved by Kolzig. Off the boards, Roosevelt keeps it in. Roosevelt and Straka playing the points. Up front, Nylander, Yager, and Ruchinski. Yager's got the puck. And the fans react every time he touches it.
Yager, remember, he had a shot from the other side of the ice. Sam, remember earlier off the pass? Now he's moving across into that normal position.
Roosevelt to Nylander. Straka has moved down low with Ruchinski. Yager's got it. Wrist shot deflects wide. Straka tried to play it. It's taken away by Brian Wilsey. Clears all the way down. Caps change their penalty-killing unit. 1 minute to go on the power play for the Rangers. 11:50 to go, second period. Rangers and Caps tied at 1. Straka couldn't handle it. Take it away. Matt Bradley is on with Brian Sotheby. Sotheby in the corner. Jágr able to take it away. Marty Straka controls. Straka lost control, but it came to Rucinski. Now Jágr. Jágr heads for the net. Gives it to Nylander. Out to Poti. Rister is deflected into the corner. Straka fires it around the boards for Jágr. He's checked there by Sean Morrison. Nylander's passes to Poti. Back to Jágr. Jágr shoots, blocked in front.
Cap doing a good job this time blocking shots. 3 or 4 attempted by the Rangers. Not much through.
Here's Poti. Final seconds of the power play. Straka. Rucinski looking for a man to pass to. Teams are back at full strength. Loose puck in front, but Nylander couldn't get it. And it's brought out by Chris Clark. Clark with Primer. Clark checked by Lampman. In deep. Puck fired around the glass and all the way out.
Clark with Primer. Didn't they play against each other?
Yes, they did. To the net, Ruchin hooked down.
Shot.
Save made.
No penalty shot. Just wondering, there was 2 the other night between Minnesota and Phoenix. Phoenix first win on home ice. And they had 2 of them there.
Wayne Gretzky.
Ruchin just kept the legs going, and you could see him get hooked down. It's pretty close to the penalty shot. Maybe it's because he got the shot on the way down and Kolzig the save. So the Rangers, look at that's just Ruchin outworking everybody. And he got hooked down as Halprin he got outworked on the play all the way down the ice.
Tootin took the shot, broke his stick. Rangers power play 1 for 3 with 4 shots. Hossa, Ruchin, and Ward up front. Jamie Lundmark playing the point with Fedor Tootin. Tootin chips it ahead. Jamie Heward trying to find the puck for Washington. Now Brendan Witt. And it's deflected out of the zone. Brian Wilsey chasing it.
Lundmark playing the point here. Playing the point. He was going to be the...
Take away by Wilsey. Centers for Sotheby. Saved by Weeks. Oh, bad giveaway.
That was Tootin.
Back the other way. Ward drops it off. Kolzig shoots. Saved by Kolzig. And he pulls. It goes in. Kolzig pulled the puck toward him, and I think he put it right into his own net.
Well, he was out of the crease. And I know that the original shot was down low. There was a rebound. He wanted to pull it back to him. Then there was a bit of a collision. And with him being jarred just a little bit, it may have been a problem. Credit Kevin Weeks for the save. Look at Tootin turn the puck over here. Here comes a shot. It was a pretty good one. Kevin Weeks was squaring across and hit him. Now the Rangers move up. Watch the rebound. See what happens. I think it's going to be a Ward goal. Yeah.
Ward may have gotten it.
Power play goal gives the Rangers the lead. It was power play, right?
Yes. Kolzig tried to pull the puck underneath him, and Ward must have gotten a piece of it.
Ward jarred his body, I can tell you that. And Kolzig was outside the goal crease, so it was a legal play. And Rangers have 2 power play goals.
Wow. So the Rangers now have the lead again, 2-1. They are 2 for 4 on the power play. And they've picked up their game, John. They've gotten the last 4 power plays in the game.
Well, credit Ruchin, man. He made a good play on Halprin and moved in and had the partial break. He drew the power play. Work like that draws power play. So Washington was really good and disciplined in the first period regarding taking penalties. They didn't give up any. We're here in the second, different story.
Ovechkin had his pass blocked by Roosevelt.
Assist number 81, Marcel Hossa.
Marcel Hossa will get an assist. Ward gets the goal at 10-18.
We haven't seen Ovechkin kill penalties, have we?
I don't think so.
So when they're short-handed that much, he misses a lot of valuable ice time.
And yet I would think he could, because with his speed and the way he plays the game, both ends, that shot deflects wide and went into the netting. Play stops. 8:36 to go in the second. 2 power play goals for the Rangers, who lead it.
Overhead look at the Rangers go-ahead goal. The shot by Hossa stopped by Oli, the goalie. He pulled the puck back. He must have pulled it back too hard. Either that or Ward may have got just a little piece of it. Jammed the stick away, but the puck went underneath. Oli off his left pad and over the goal line. Rangers lead. Hossa will make that. Moore wins the draw. Castle's 0-4 on faceoffs in the first period.
Oh, that shot just tipped and just went wide. 2-1 Rangers. If the goal stands for Ward, it would be his second. But it might be Hossa's goal because it came close to Ward. Didn't look like he got a piece of the puck.
He helped make it happen.
Yeah, he drove to the net. Yeah, there's no doubt that Kolzig was concerned. Peter Sikora, big drive, hit the post.
Now there, put that in your book. That kid could shoot the puck.
He fired
that thing. That's a lot harder than most guys' shots. That thing was a flat-out rocket.
Just under 8 minutes to go.
Puck's in the glove.
Oh, wow.
It's right inside the glove. Somebody's glove was on the ice and banked off the puck, and badang, there it is.
Now that's a game they practice after the morning skate, you know, shooting it into buckets or shooting into a glove on the ice.
How often do you see, or have we seen the last 10 years, a winger come down and take a big slap shot and score? That time he caught the outside of the post on a rocket. These are that's Guy Lafleur, it's Mike Bossy.
Right.
You know, the whole game's changed some ways this season. We used to see that all the time. You don't see it much anymore. That was kind of interesting.
I'm going to tell Sikora you think he's Guy Lafleur.
I never said that.
Mike Bossy.
I never said that either.
That was a pretty good shot.
If it went in, maybe we could have mentioned something. But it's just nice to see that style of play again, isn't it?
Yeah. Open, flying down the ice, taking a big shot. Linus Zubris for Washington. Now Bryce Lampman. Yager finds the open man. Ruchinski's got room. He shoots it and it's blocked. Witt came over. Ruchinski took the big windup and it gave Brendan Witt time to get over and block the shot.
Same pair of defensemen, huh? Eminger and Witt going against the Nylander and Yager line.
This is Eminger with the outlet.
Ruchinski, I'm sorry.
Yeah. Talk about special teams being so important, especially early in the season, the way the game is being called. And the Rangers have 2 power play goals and 2 penalty kills. They have the 2-1 lead. Puck around to Brian Sotheby, takes a hit. Good Betts with the last hit for the Rangers. Boyd Gordon was taken out by Nieminen. And behind the play, Kondrachev went down. He gets up.
Getting up, yeah.
Puck out of the zone. Kondrachev still on the ice. Has the puck. Collects himself. Gets it to Nieminen, who lifted it over the glass and out of play. 6:21 remaining in the second period.
Kondrachev got nailed pretty hard. He was very slow in getting up. Had to stay on the ice. Couldn't get to the bench. Played the puck. He got jarred pretty good. Good, clean, hard hit. It seemed to jar him. You could see the way he went down and his head. You could see his body language. That one jarred him pretty good. He and Fed are two very good friends from Russia. The Rangers have separated them on the road with North American or different roommates so they can work at the English language.
Good idea.
And things along those lines.
We're talking to
Feder's pretty good with it, but Max Kondrachev isn't quite as good.
Yeah, we're talking to Tom Rennie. That shot gloved by Weeks. Talking to Tom Rennie about Peter Pukov needing to work on his English. Budweiser salutes America's designated drivers. Responsibility matters. There's Max Kondrachev.
He seems to be okay. Just jarred a little bit.
Playing a couple of games. Rangers without Marek Malik. He's here. He skated in the pregame warm-ups, but with a bit of a groin injury. He's been kept out. Jason Strudwick has gone home to Edmonton due to the death of his grandfather. We send condolences to him and his entire family on a huge loss for Jason.
And he's not counted as a roster player until the 13th of October, and that's the commissioner agreeing on that. It's kind of interesting. I don't know if that's in the bylaws now or not, but if there's a death in the family type of thing where you have to leave, it's a nice little...
Devils and Rangers at the Garden Thursday night. Individual tickets for that game are available. They're on sale now. Visit NewYorkRangers.com, the Garden box office, or call Ticketmaster 212-307-7171. Ooh, that's a nasty cut. Looks like a boxer
buddy
being
Clancy,
treated in that. That's right, Gil Clancy.
Gil Clancy's in the corner there.
Handling the cuts. There's Yager moving in, pulls up, finds the open man. Lampman shoots, saved by Kolzig. Nice play by Yager, setting up Lampman coming late.
Good play, real good play. Kolzig held on. As you'll see the move across, Lampman took the look. Playing for Hartford. Bryce Lampman opened the season with them, the Rangers farm team in the American League. with nobody in front of the net there. It's a good look at it by Colson. But anyway, they won their first game 4-3. And Lampman, the first player, called up.
And this is what the Rangers organization wants to be able to do. Bring up a player when necessary that can step right into the lineup, that knows the system. And Lampman has been with the Rangers organization a couple of years and knows it.
Jim Schoenfeld coaching.
Yeah.
The Hartford Hockey Club. Tomorrow they have their golf tournament.
Ooh, are you going?
No, I'm going to Dallas.
Oh, that's right. You'll be doing the OLN game tomorrow night. Dallas and
There's a penalty. Ruchinski's stick was into the midsection.
Power play Caps coming up.
Ruchinski on the back check. Put his stick into the midsection of Zubras. And parallel with the, we keep saying it, and we're just trying to educate everybody. Stick into the midsection, parallel with the ice or above. The second time, see? It's into the midsection, it's across the arms. And you're using the stick to slow the player down. There's a jogger who moved the puck across. Oh, his stick was caught between the legs there. I think that was Witt. So Marty Ruchinski sits, and it's a 2-1 Ranger lead with 5:01 to go in the second period. Power play Washington.
Their third, 2 shots on the first one, none on the second one. Ruchinski hooking at 14:59. 2-1 Rangers.
First of the 3 power plays for Washington that Ovechkin has started the power play.
Fired through to Ovechkin. Off the glove of Weeks. Rebound. The backhander through. Ovechkin shoots. Saved by Weeks. Way up in the air. Nobody knows where it is. But the whistle had stopped play.
Well, I think it may have gone off his mask. And when that happens, the referees will check and see. Yeah, he's now talking to Weeks to see if he's okay. 2 great saves. Here's your. I went off the glove. What a save that was on Ovechkin. Then he gets a puck back, and Weeks is down waiting for it. Clunk.
Yeah.
I mean, that thing went up 60, 70 feet in the air off his mask. Not too many years ago, that'd be it for a week. For weeks. but he just shook it off. He's ready to go. What I'm getting as the old goal mask we wore, that would have been a problem.
That was a shot that was blocked. Ovechkin's got it again. Tootin and Kasparaitis, Ortmeyer and Betts, the penalty killers for the Rangers. Andrew Castles playing it back. Ryan Muir and Jamie Heward playing the points. Castles, Halpern, and Ovechkin up front for Washington. Ovechkin to Muir. And he couldn't handle it. Out of the zone. It comes. There's Ovechkin. Halpern to his left. Drops it off for Andrew Castles. Heward has trouble with it. Shoots and it's blocked. Oh, shot it right into the chest of Blair Betts.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
That had to hurt.
Ovechkin's got it. Now Castles. Around the net. Forced wide by Kasparaitis. Heward's got the puck toward the net. Blocked by Ortmeyer. Lifted up by Kasparaitis and out.
And Betts now goes to the bench, as does Ortmeyer. Betts blocked that shot with his chest. Not a lot of protection there on the front of your body.
Rangers change forwards. Defense stays on. Tootin and Kasparaitis with 25 seconds to go on the power play. Heward in deep for Washington. Checked by Tootin. It's out at the point. Now Zubras with Friesen and Sikora. Zubras. Sikora's got the good shot. Plays it ahead to Eminger. Steve Eminger with 5 seconds in the power play. Zubras to Eminger. Good pressure up high by Ruchin. Power play's over. Pass deflected. And Lundmark tried to clear. Denied by Friesen. Zubras with a back pass. Brendan Witt with a shot. Deflection goes wide.
So 2 shots, both by Ovechkin from the bad angle, but both were pretty good saves by Kevin Weeks. One with his catching glove, one with his head.
Look at the hustle by Ruchinski. Got to the puck, but his shot went wide. Then he's ridden hard into the boards by Brendan Witt. 2-1 Rangers. 2.5 minutes to go. Takeaway. Ruchinski missed the net.
What a pass by Yager. He drew a crowd, moved the puck, but Ruchinski missed the net.
And the puck driven down the ice by the Caps will take a stoppage in play here.
And Ruchinski and Witt having a private battle. Ruchinski got nailed behind the net. He expected another hit, but he put his shoulder right into Witt before Witt could hit him. Look at Yager here, Sam. 2 people to him, to Straka, and then the puck's moved to Ruchinski, who just missed on the catching glove side. Yager made a nice pass. See everybody he trapped up high? All of a sudden it's a mini 2-on-1. Straka with a terrific pass, and Ruchinski just missed. Betts right in here takes this shot right off the chest. You know, you have hockey pants on, you have shin pads, but above the pants, between the pants and your shoulder pads, there's not a lot of stuff there. So shots like that hurt. Now, what's this discussion?
Well,
the face-off is?
Yeah, where the face-off is, I believe. Okay.
Saying it deflected.
All right. It was deflected, went down. The face-off is coming out of the zone.
Here's Yager. He's going to find this puck. Watch him draw the crowd and just move the puck. Isn't that just gorgeous?
Clark with a takeaway. He shoots Weeks to save, and he gathers himself in and holds the puck.
Clark's had a pretty active period, and Kevin Weeks had a very good period. Now that one seemed to maybe bothered Weeks a little bit as he's slow getting up. Puck was rolling right into the midsection there. He hangs on. He's okay. I was talking to the Rangers' Reg Grant, who was their strength and conditioning coordinator. He said that Kevin Weeks in years past did nothing but lift weights. And this time he said he's changed it. He's in a trance there. Concentration. But anyway, he said that he's more specific with his training. You know, whether it be his legs or his back or whatever it is. He's more specific. It's really helped him be in even better shape than what he used to be.
Puck cleared out by Ward, coming down to 2 minutes remaining in the second period. Rangers leading 2-1 with 2 power play goals. One by Yager. Here's the takeaway to the net. Moore. He shoots, save. Oh, great save by Kolzig.
And Witt had trouble with the puck.
Now Jason Ward shoots, and it's off the skate into the corner. Ward with a hit. Good hustle by the Rangers.
I should have asked him during the interview and followed up what he did to work on his skating, because he said he worked on it this summer.
Yeah.
He's flying around the ice.
There's a shot saved by Weeks. Tough shot from the circle by Friesen. And now Ortmeyer controls, plays it down. Pass went behind Ward. It's going to be an icing. With 1:20 to go in the second period, Rangers leading 2-1.
Something happened to Ward. He's skating way better than he used to. That's Ward on the puck. Witt thought he had it. It jumped away, and then Ortmeyer moved in. Is the puck jumping around a lot, or is it me? I think it's jumping all over the place. It's really bouncy. Do you see how it bounced on him? It bounced on Witt to get to Ortmeyer.
No, that was Moore.
Or Moore, I'm sorry, to Moore. It's up in the air, but what? Maybe that was, Witt knocked it out of midair and it just dropped on its edge. Maybe it's more me than the ice surface.
Deny. No. Could be. I trust your judgment on that. No. You're pretty good on ice conditions. Moore. Rangers send it in and get a change.
Just over a minute to go in the second period now.
Off the glass. Kasparaitis looks up, plays it away from Sikora. Under a minute to go now. Tootin pressured by Sikora. 26-year-old Peter Sikora from the Czech Republic. He's played well for Washington. He has their goal.
And the goal post.
Ruchinski with a pass to Nylander.
That was Witt on Ruchinski again. Those two fellas know each other pretty well in this game.
Puck taken away, and Sotheby comes out. Here's Chris Clark. South Windsor, Connecticut native. Centers, and it's off the stick of Sotheby. Played 5 years with Calgary. Save made by Weeks. Nylander can't get out of the zone. Now he clears it out to Yager. Yager moves in. Looking. Nice play by Eminger. And a big hit. Big hit by Brian Sotheby on Yager. Fans love that. Big shot. Save. Weak. Rebound. Score! With 0.2 of a second left in the period, Steve Eminger, the defenseman, gets to the rebound to tie the game at 2.
And Eminger was the player at the other end of the ice who was trying to knock people around. And he then read the clock and joined the ice. Moved up ice. Bang! There's some heavy hits. Now it's Eminger on the puck. There's Eminger working. You can see the big hit on Yager, and the Caps just went up ice. Witt had knocked down Straka. There's the big shot. Great save, and Eminger just moved in, and we're tied at 2 with under a second to go. So that was a great shift by Eminger, man, at his own end and all the way up the ice, and we'll go into the third period tied.
Steve Eminger's first NHL goal in his 62nd career game. First-round draft pick in 2002. Steve Eminger gets the goal to tie the game with just 0.2 of a second remaining in the second period. 19:59, the official time of the goal.
Capitals goal, scored by number
Eminger from Clark. Chris Clark, you said it, John, had a big second period. That was a terrific shot.
Yeah, that was his big shot. Earlier on that shift, he had the wraparound try, the spinorama play. Clark had a good period.
Rangers 2, Caps 2. Michael Nylander joins us in just a moment. New York Rangers hockey is brought to you in part by Cablevision. Get the most New York sports in HD on IO Digital Cable Service from Cablevision. And by Office Depot, taking care of business. End of 2. Rangers and Caps are tied at 2. All the scoring in that second period. Rangers getting 2 power play goals, have led twice in the game. The Caps have come back twice to tie. And we are joined by Rangers center Michael Nylander. Michael, what happened on that last play?
You know, we had a scoring chance, and we were jumping too many guys on the puck, and they came back and out of my rush, and you know, they scored a rebound. It's not good. You know, we cannot have those things happen to us.
Michael, you've had a chance now to play with Marty Ruchinski on your left side, Jaromir Jagr on the right side. How do you feel the chemistry is coming along on the ice for you three?
Well, I thought we had a good game last game, and today we had some chances, but you know, we have to dig in deep here and get this game.
Now, Michael, it seems as if every game is going to be like this. They're all close. They're all coming down to the third periods. Is this good for this team as it builds together?
Well, I mean, certainly we would like to have a lead right now and you know, play a lot better than we had in the 2 periods we played. You know, I think we have a good scoring team, and you know, today we haven't put the puck in the net, and we had made some defensive errors, and we just have to forget that and play a really well third period here now.
Now, with the new rules, the way the game is being called, Michael, do you feel as a player it's a much faster game than the last time the NHL was playing hockey?
Well, I think it's you know, you can go for a puck and the D-man can hold you up, and it's more room out there definitely, but you know, we have to create our chances also 5-on-5.
Michael, you played here in Washington for a little while. Tell us what you see from the Caps and their team.
Well, I mean, it's a totally new team, and they traded everybody, and you know, they're a hard-working team, and you know, live on the other team's mistakes.
Michael, thank you. Good luck in the third period.
Appreciate that.
Michael Nylander, one of the Rangers' top center icemen. 2-2, end of 2. We're coming back to Washington right after these messages. Thursdays on MSG, it's a big night. It's hockey night in New York. Live coverage begins at 6 with Rangers tailgate. Then at 7, following the pregame show, it's the Rangers and the Devils. And at 10:30, don't miss Hockey Night New York Live with Al Troutwig. And he hosts a roundtable discussion talking about everything involving the Rangers. And Rangers in 60 following the game tonight at 11 o'clock. As we break it down to 60 minutes, the top moments of today's game, the Rangers and the Caps. So, Hockey Night, New York on Thursdays. Tonight at 11, Rangers in 60. We'll be back with highlights right after this. Welcome back, Sam JD and the MSG crew at the MCI Center in Washington. Take a look at highlights in that second period as the goals started coming, John.
This will be a 4-on-3 power play for the Rangers. Jagr able to get a shot through the screen. Bang, and he ripped it. Rangers able to take the 2-1 lead. Well, actually here you'll see Washington. It was a 1-0 game at the time, and Washington moves up the ice after Lundmark had lost his footing. And boy, they can take their time. Look at Sikora all by himself. Able to score on the backhand. On the rebound play, we're tied at 1. Now Jason Ward will move in and follow up on the Hossa shot. Helps bank it underneath the goaltender. Kolzig was a little surprised on the play. Ward with his second goal in 2 games. Now here, look at Jagr get crunched. Double teamed. Eminger's on the puck. He'll score eventually. The Rangers, there's the shot, rebound, and Eminger able to put it away. And there was only 0.2 of a second left. Eminger's first NHL goal. Rangers should never allow that one to happen, but we're tied at 2.
Heading for the start of the third period. We'll be back in Washington right after these messages. We are back. New York Rangers hockey is brought to you in part by Canon, your source for document management, and by HIP, Health Plan of New York. Now that's hip. John, I have to wish you a happy Thanksgiving.
Oh, yeah.
Today's Canadian Thanksgiving.
I'd love to celebrate, too, but we can't this time. We're on the road. Here we go.
Second period scoring summary brought to you by Sprint. Yager's third goal of the season. Nylander's fourth assist of the season. Sikora's first NHL goal. Castles and Friesen. Jason Ward gets credit for the power play goal. Hossa the assist. Eminger's first NHL goal from Clark at 19:59. Yager had 5 shots. Clark had 5 shots in the second period.
He had a terrific period for the Washington Capitals.
All right, Capitals have had 2 #1 overall picks prior to Alexander Ovechkin. Who are they? Worth 2 big points.
Go ahead.
Want me to go first? Yeah. Rick Green.
That's right.
Greg Jolly.
No, you dirty rat. You got them both. That's exactly right. Rick Green's still coaching.
You lied
He's
to me.
Coaching. He's coaching in my. I said he's still in the league. I didn't say he was a player.
Oh.
He's an assistant coach of the Montreal Canadiens.
You know, I thought way back to those early days of the Caps.
Yeah.
And Greg Jolly.
Yeah. There was a defenseman out of Western Canada. And Rick Green was a defenseman.
So we each get 2 big points.
There we go.
All right.
Game on.
Way to go, John.
You know, it's interesting. The last goal scored late in the period by Washington. Jamie Lundmark got a minus. And I think it's unfair. So Yager's on the puck. He's going to get hit and nailed. Now, he's the furthest player up the ice for the Rangers. He's exhausted. He heads to the bench for a change. Lundmark will jump off the boards, over the boards off the bench. He doesn't have any time to get into the play. Since he's on the ice, he gets a minus, which is absolutely unfair to him. So he was on the ice for that other goal against where he lost his footing. And remember, I was saying when things go wrong, they go wrong. Yeah. Well, that's an unfair minus.
People will pick up the stat sheets and see Lundmark -2 right now, and say, "Oh man, well that wasn't his
just
fault.
a bad break.
It wasn't
his fault at all.
Just got on the ice." Okay, now let's see. Rangers' third periods. They have been strong in 2 of the games.
Yeah, not in
third period against New Jersey was not a strong
New
third
Jersey
period.
played very well. The Rangers, the staff, and talking to Glenn Saden, I thought maybe they got a little uptight. And here, see how the Rangers respond after giving up a goal with 2/10 of a second left in that second period.
And the Caps had 17 shots in that second period. That's an awful lot of
the Rangers, some turnovers. You heard Nylander talk about how they got caught off ice. You've got to, be aggressive, go for it, but be smart with your positioning so you don't give up those. Both goals scored by Washington. The players are standing in front like there wasn't anybody even on them. That's how wide open they were.
Underway, third period. Rangers with Moore, Ortmeyer, and Ward, Tootin, and Kasparaitis. Caps have Matt Bradley, Boyd Gordon, and Chris Clark on, with Matthew Biron and Sean Morrison. Well, certainly the Caps are playing a better game than they did Saturday night.
Well, Atlanta was really good. It was an icing call against Washington.
Icing was whistled on the players. You look at the head coach.
You know where he coached last year? Belarus.
Really?
Oh, yeah. He went over there and tried to get Belarus to qualify for the Olympics. It didn't work, but it's a great experience to go over and coach in a different country, different styles, to get to know those types of players for coaching here.
There's Yager working against Biron. Slides it in front. Scramble out. Shot by Ruchinski. Save made by Kolzig. Good work by the Rangers down low. Here's Nylander again. Yager. Yager against Sean Morrison. Ruchinski. Puck is chipped to the line, and good job by Ruchinski to keep it in. Yager makes a move on Morrison. Slides it in front to Nylander, went off his skate.
Morrison and not Witt out there against the Yager line. That's a little interesting. That's one of the few times we've seen that, Sam. Now, Witt just came on the ice now, I think. Yeah, so he's not there for the big line of the Rangers. They've changed it up a little bit.
Roosevelt with a long pass went off the stick of Marcel Hossa. Around to Eminger. Swings it up the boards. Rangers recover in their own zone. Tom Poti. Rangers have Ruchin, Straka, and Hossa on. Poti plays it to Hossa. There's a penalty upcoming.
Call coming up against Washington.
On Washington. Yeah. Power play Rangers. Slashing looks to be the call from Paul Dvorsky.
But did they not just blow the whistle when the Rangers had the puck?
No, I think the Caps.
Oh, did they?
I thought the Caps touched it. Yeah.
Okay, well, it's definitely a penalty to Washington. It looks like Ovechkin's going to go. Take a look and see exactly what he did. That's Pody moving in. He made, oh, there's a two-hander right across the arm. Oh, yeah, that's, you don't see that much this season. That was a pretty good, healthy swat across the arm of Pody. So the Rangers go to work. 2 power play goals already.
Flashing the call. Ovechkin at 149. Rangers 2 for 4 on the power play with 5 shots on goal. 2-2 the score. Pody and Lundmark playing the points. Hossa, Ruchin, and Ward up front. This is Jamie Heward for Washington. Around it comes, and Boyd Gordon able to clear all the way down. Weeks leaves it for Lundmark. Yager has come on, as has Ruchinski. Straka stays on. Lundmark's pass deflected. Yager quickly across to Ruchinski. Back the other way, Nylander. Yager looking. Ruchinski's in front. And that one deflected on goal by Nylander, was stopped by Kolzig. Nylander again. Ruchinski at the top of the crease. Shot by Yager. Save made. Long shot, and Kolzig got over to smother it as Pody took it from the side of the circle.
The first shot, I don't think Kolzig saw it, but he went down in that big stance he has, the butterfly, and he's so big the puck hit him. And then he knew he didn't have time to get up and across, so he just laid down to his right side, and the puck was fired into him. He didn't see that one. Now watch him just lay down here as the puck comes again. Sure enough, he makes a fine save. Ole, the goalie, who's now 36 years of age.
Wow.
He's played well. 15 goals against the last 2 games against Atlanta. But he hangs in here.
Yager. Pass deflected. Good play by Jamie Heward.
He's had a good game.
Yes, he has. A little over 3 minutes gone by in the third. Rangers have 35 seconds to go in the power play. 2-2 the score. Roosevelt. And now Straka. Chris Clark to him. Good pass. Nylander to Yager. Straka sneaks in from the left point. The setup and the long shot by Roosevelt. Save made by Kolzig. Heward went flying. Straka plays it. Nylander behind the net. Now it's Yager with 10 seconds in the power play. Roosevelt to Yager. Yager moves in. His shot blocked. Blocked by Brendan Witt. Kept in, but taken away and cleared by Jamie Heward. Power play is over. 2 for 5 on the power play of the Rangers. Roosevelt maintains possession. Nylander. Oh, hard hit on Nieminen. That was Matthew Biron with a hit. Took him down. Yager one-hands it. Biron takes the puck. And Wilsey able to clear. Picked up by Ovechkin. He's one-on-one with Tootin. Good save by Weeks. Long rebound, and the Rangers get there. Kasparaitis. The net gets knocked off on the collision.
Nieminen was there. The goalie was there, and so was Jeff Halpern, who's actually from right here, the D.C. area, and he's the team captain. Imagine that. The kid growing up, and his parents were original ticket holders of this organization. That Ovechkin, he's got something on that shot, and that's another rocket that went right into the shoulder of Kevin Weeks. And you see the collision after that. Good hard shot, and then there's Halpern being moved in by Nieminen, and the net off the mooring. Face-off is outside. This is a hit on Nieminen in behind. That's a pretty good hard hit by Biron. But that's pretty interesting to see Halpern. See the C on the jersey there? He's the captain. Born and raised in Potomac, Maryland. His parents were ticket holders here with the original Washington Capitol franchise. And he used to come and watch all the games as a kid. Pretty neat to grow up in this area and make the NHL and then be captain of the team.
That's a special feeling.
Yeah.
And he's been a hard work guy throughout his career. Came in as a 4th line player. Now he's a number 1, number 2 line player.
One of those guys that might have a chance to play on the U.S. Olympic team in Italy come February.
Ortmeyer chases the puck against Heward. Heward moves it. 2-2 the score. 4:50 gone by, third period. Ortmeyer comes away with the puck. Now it's Dominic Moore winding it for Ward. Jason Ward goes after it. Lifting it, it gets knocked down. Caps come out with it. Brought across by Sikora. Nice play by Moore. And Into the Rangers zone where Weeks stops it for Pody. Ruchin slides it through. Marcel Hossa back to Steve Ruchin. Centering feed broken up. Hossa has it. Winds it for Straka. Kondratyev playing it into the corner. Hossa is there battling. Ruchin got it back for Straka, but the Caps unable to clear. Here's Ruchin with a chance. His shot blocked by Biron. Good recovery by Matthew Biron. Ruchin. And Biron takes him to the board. Wrestles him down.
Biron's played big this period.
Yes, he has. Hossa leaves it in the corner. Gordon moves it, blocked by Hossa. Rangers doing a good job keeping the puck in the Cap zone here.
They are, but they haven't been able to penetrate yet. So credit Washington, too. They're being outplayed here. I mean, they're being pressured, but they didn't give anything up. Other than throw the puck into the stands, that may be a penalty.
It out. No signal. Will step. Yes, penalty.
Penalty. Let's take a look at our Panasonic digital replay. Biron with a big hit there on Ruchin. Everything going well for him until he gets the puck. I'll make that Gordon getting the puck, and he tried to fire it down the ice. Instead, it went over the glass and into the stands. That's an automatic 2-minute minor penalty. I call that the Sam Rosen rule. Right?
They listened.
Yeah. How many years did you call for that penalty?
They throw it up into the stands purposely. Delay of the game is the call.
But even if you don't do it on purpose.
Shot by Jágr. Saved by Kolzig. With a big battle going on in the crease between Nylander and Heward.
Yeah, Heward knocked Nylander into the goaltender. I mean, a great save by the left leg of Kolzig with traffic on him. He seems to be okay.
Rangers 2 for 5 on the power play with 9 shots. They had 4 power play shots the last one. That's chipped clear. Good job by Brian Wilsey. Out comes Weeks, bangs it off the boards. Wilsey and Bradley, the penalty killing forwards for Washington. Jágr moves in with Nylander and Ruchinski, Straka and Roosevelt. Straka to Roosevelt, looking toward the net. Looking for shooting lane, goes to Jágr. Save made by Kolzig.
You're seeing the Rangers use a forward on the point a lot in this game. It's either Lundmark or Straka.
Jágr's
the point.
Jágr's tied up by Chris Clark. Gets away. Make that 42 seconds to go on the power play. The puck out of the zone. Straka recovers. Pody playing it across to Jágr. Pass through, blocked by Biron. Good play. Taken back by Nylander. He shoots, save by Kolzig. He's got it.
Good hard. Well, you know, Pody made a good pass from center ice across to Jágr to allow the puck to get into the zone, and then Straka spun around, got into the front of the net, and then we'll take a look here as Jágr took a shot. That was a big save with the left pad of Kolzig with all kinds of traffic of Nylander on top of him. Here's what just happened. You're going to see Straka here do a little spinorama, steal the puck and cut to the net. Right away, Kolzig reads that and moves out. He was way above the top of the goal crease with that big body and robbed Straka.
Pody, whistle, stops play.
Interference call. Looks like Ruchin's going to go.
Yep. That's the end of the power play with 23 seconds, and eventually the Caps will get a man advantage for 1:37.
Dvorsky, the referee, trying to explain to Ruchin what the call was. Ruchin's a centerman. See what happens on the draw. Used his left arm to shield the centerman from getting out towards the puck. So that's exactly what the referee told Ruchin. There's that Pody pass. See, that one long pass opened up the Rangers. They then could get into the zone. 4-on-4 for another 17 seconds, and then the Caps have a power play.
Rangers have 7 shots on goal thus far in the third period. Caps have 1. Rangers have had 2 power plays, failed to capitalize.
And one shot was by Ovechkin. It was a pretty good one.
2-2 the score. 11:50 to go, third period. Caps go on the power play right now.
Penalty.
And a penalty. That's it.
Kasparaitis could be 5-on-3 again.
5-on-3 interference.
And the thing to remember here is the Rangers have been really good with 5-on-3s against this season. Malik was the key. Merrick Malik was tremendous with the 5-on-3 penalty kill, but he can't play in this game because of a groin injury. So Kasparaitis goes. That's Tootin on the puck. Kasparaitis used the stick. That's a bad penalty. It's a bad penalty to take. That's just a bad play. You can't do it. He tripped this guy up. He used his stick and he pulled his feet out. Man, you're already down a man in a tie game in the third period. Bad play.
For a minute 33, two-man advantage for Washington. Caps control, Ovechkin along the boards. Now it's Jamie Heward looking toward the net. Battle going on in front. Kondrachev is on the fence. Here's Ovechkin shooting wide, and all the way out it goes.
See where the puck goes when he shoots it, if it misses the net? I mean, that's all the way down to the other zone. That's how much velocity he has on it.
Roosevelt, Kondrachev, and Betts, the Rangers penalty killers. Heward carrying for Washington. Kondrachev got a piece. Heward has it back. Heward around the net. Plays it to Jeff Halpern. Heward plays it across. Gets it back. Heward looking. Fakes the shot. Into the corner. Back pass to Muir. To Heward. Save, weak. Rebound, score! Ovechkin. The kid got there on the 5-on-3. And the Caps lead for the first time in the game, 3-2.
And still have a power play. Kasparaitis will have a minute 13 to go, and Heward had the great shot. And you're going to see a tremendous save, but no chance for Weeks on this rebound as Ovechkin just drove to the net, found the puck, and roosted it. He knew what to do. This is a great shot. Great save, and there he is. Chips it over. Bang. Washington scores a power play goal to take the lead. Ovechkin reads it. You know, that Heward kid, he took the puck from his own end and skated it all the way in on his own and set it up.
Right.
The Rangers don't have that, Sam. On their power play, once they get set up with Yager and that, they're pretty good. But they need somebody on their blue line that can carry the puck up ice, get into the zone. In other words, be that real pure quarterback. I'm not sure they have it.
I think they were hoping Cody would be that guy.
Not yet this year, not yet.
You're right. Now it's still a 5-on-4 power play advantage. Ovechkin gets his third of the season, a power play goal. And here's the puck off the stick of Sikora, but it was whistled down for an offside. 47 seconds remaining in the power play for Washington with 10:30 to go here in the third. Caps have the lead on the Rangers. Ovechkin from Heward and Muir at 9:03. As the Rangers give up only the fourth power play goal against them this season.
That was a bad penalty for Kasparaitis to take. I mean, it was just an instinct to just try to slow a guy down, but he pulled his feet out, already a man short. The referee had to make the call, and most teams can score 5-on-3.
Castles with the puck. Castles Friesen, Heward, Muir, and Sikora for the power play. Takeaway by Kondrachev, and he's able to lift it out. Heward one-hands it across, and Brian Muir comes around the net. Nice pass through it, just a little too far for Friesen. Gets to it. Here's Muir, takes the shot, deflected off the boards. Lundmark on the backhand, lifts it out of the zone. And the power play is over. Kasparaitis back, but the Caps score a power play goal to take the lead 3-2. They score on the 5-on-3. They're 1 for 5 in the game. Shot deflects wide. Takedown there. The Caps fans wanted a call. Rangers have the puck. Roosevelt gets it out of the zone. Kondrachev. Betts, Nieminen, and Lundmark on for the Rangers. Now it's Cody. There's Lundmark. Cody going deep. Shot toward the net, blocked by Biron. Biron's had a big third period already.
His brother is the goaltender in Buffalo, man. What is his first name? Come on, Sammy? Martin. Biron. He's not playing a whole lot. They're playing the kid Miller.
Miller is playing a lot.
Yeah.
Icing the call, 8:50 to go in the third. 3-2, Caps leading. Budweiser salutes America's designated drivers. Responsibility matters. And the Rangers need some responsibility from Darius Kasparaitis.
Washington changed. Eminger played a lot against Yager. Oh, yeah, they're making a change on the fly here. Right. The Caps are. I guess who's out there? Eminger and Witt, the defense pairing. There's a penalty.
And a penalty call.
Clark.
Kasparaitis taken down.
17 or 27. These Caps numbers are really hard to see. It's Clark. There's a close-up view. He'll go. He grabbed a hold of his man. So he was working hard in the offensive zone. See his right arm? I mean, he's got a hold of gastritis. I mean, you can't do it. He reached out, grabbed him. He just did. Gastritis tried to play it. I mean, that's a penalty.
The Rangers haven't gotten much 5-on-5. They've got to take advantage of the power play opportunity.
Straka back on the point, Sam, with Roosevelt.
Holding at 11:26. Chris Clark goes off. Rangers 2 for 6 on the power play with 12 power play shots. Brendan Witt moves it. Jamie Heward. Rangers have Nylander, Yager, and Ruchinski with Straka and Roosevelt for the power play. Ruchinski. Now Yager. Wilsey and Bradley, the penalty killing forward. Shot by Straka, blocked by Heward. He gets up, he's limping. He's trying to skate it off. Can't get to the bench. Yager moves in. Yager's shot blocked by Witt. Ruchinski to Nylander. Now Ruchinski. Brian Sotheby, number 16, is out there for Washington. Yager's shot, didn't get all of it. And Kolzig made the save, and he stops play.
Good pass there by Ruchinski. And Yager, it was a firm pass. It seemed to go off the heel of his blade. Heward, we mentioned earlier, he'll go down in a little bit and block a shot. Oh, he already did. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
We'll take another look at it. He drops down, bang, on the outside of the leg. You know, somebody for the Caps did their job.
Chance for the Rangers. Kolzig made a save. The net was wide open, and Jason Ward couldn't lift it over Olaf Kolzig.
Ward was there. Ruchin was there. Hossa was there. All three of them. But no goal. Still a minute 2 to go on this power play, and the fans here chanting Ole, Ole, and he may have a problem. He reaches back. Puck won't go in. He's got a problem. The training staff is coming out. Earlier, when Nylander was pushed into him by one of his players, and he made that left pad save on Yager, he seemed to be slow getting up. This time he was down and really contorted, twisted around.
Flexing his right leg.
Yeah. There's something bugging him. He's one of the good people in the game.
The big man has been an outstanding goaltender for a long time.
Played a lot of international hockey representing Germany. There's Brent Johnson, who came over from the Vancouver Canucks after training camp. His father played in St. Louis with the Blues as a goaltender way back in the early 70s. Brent's a big, tall kid. He's doing some stretching, but Ole looks like he's going to stay in. He goes down there. Now watch him. He's twisted. Oh, you can see that move there, couldn't you? Yeah. Something gave away on his leg.
And he never gave up on the plate.
No, he got his left arm out there like Hasek does and made the save.
Just under a minute to go in the Rangers power play. The puck kept in by Lundmark. Off the corner boards, Jamie Heward. Hossa, Ruchin, and Ward on, and Hossa ran into Ward. Accidentally, Weeks.
Puck skipped twice. It was headed top corner.
Ruchin. One other game in the NHL this afternoon. Florida leading the Islanders on Long Island 2-1. Roberto Luongo finally giving up a goal after 2 straight shutouts. And he lost in Tampa Bay.
2-1, yes.
I forgot that. I'm sorry. And Florida will be in New York the week from Monday. Take on the Rangers at the Garden. 5 seconds in the power play. Cody shot blocked.
2 good blocks by the forwards of Washington from the defense of the Rangers, and this power play has expired.
Kolzig and his defense blocking shots and good saves. Keep the Rangers off the board. 6:22 to go. Third period, 3-2 Caps. Rangers 2 for 7 on the power play in the game. Yager's backhander is blocked. Caps break out 2-on-1. Cross the line. The feed from Heward to Bradley was blocked.
Tootin made a great play.
Well, that was Ovechkin leading the rush on the 2-on-1. Back pass to Yager. His pass broken up by Bradley and brought out.
3-on-2.
Halpern. And the shot blocked. Brendan Witt taking the shot.
By Kasparaitis. This Yager line can't. They gave up a 2-on-1, then they give up a 3-on-2. Got to be responsible both ways.
Yager was stopped. Caps turn it the other way. Stopped by Kondratyev. 5:35 to go. Nylander couldn't gain the zone, forced back. Good job by the Caps.
Well, he needed a line change, so he gets a change and kept possession.
Puck recovered by Blair Betts. Goes by Rozabal, and Kondrachev is there. Out for Lundmark. Nieminen. He's stopped. And Zubras couldn't get it out of the zone, but Muir does. Nice lead. Chris Clark. He was stopped by Kondrachev. Zubras. Betts and Kondrachev there. His Clark along the boards, knocked away from him. Lundmark. The shoot-in is blocked. And Muir sends it the other way with 4:40 to go in the third. All the way down, this is an icing on Washington. 4:36 to go, third period. Rangers down 3-2.
See the Rangers moving up. That includes a defenseman, and that means 4 men up the ice. Kasparaitis was the defenseman. And what a play here by Stick. Otherwise, it would have been a great shot for the Caps. And the Rangers are trading chances, but they're giving up. They're giving up the odd man rushes.
See the numbers.
5-zip. You won't win. You won't win games if you continue to do that. You've got to be much more disciplined with your offense.
Another icing
4:27 to go
whistled against Washington. Rangers with 31 shots in the game. Caps with 28. Rangers, 16 of their 31 shots have come on power play.
And eventually, I think, Sam, this league, the power plays will diminish some. There won't be as many as you're seeing earlier in the season for a number of different reasons. But if that's the case, you've got to learn to score 5-on-5. That's as important as your power play.
Cody waits, didn't have a shooting lane. Side of the net went off of Nylander, banks it off the side of the net. Muir moves it out. Bryce Lampman after the puck.
Kolzig was still flexing his right leg after that last play.
Cody leads Yager. Cody goes deep. The pass through. Cody centers. Just missed by Nylander. Nylander. Checked by Brendan Witt. Back behind the net, Yager. Looking for an opening. Zubras picks him up. Around to Nylander. He's shoved there by Eminger. Nylander stays with it. Eminger knocks it away. Clark, Eminger, and rather Sikora, Eminger, and Ovechkin, the goal scorers for Washington. There's Zubras, Yager, and Ward for the Rangers. Both Ranger goals, power play goals. Penalty, that's going to be on Chris Clark in the offensive zone.
Clark had he had a great second period with the shots on goal, but you can't take 2 offensive zone penalties with a 1-goal lead in the third period.
For a minute, I saw Kasparaitis yell at Paul Dvorsky. I thought he thought that maybe he was getting it.
That was a carbon copy of his other penalty where he takes his right hand off his stick and grabs. That's the second time this period he's taken in the offensive zone on Kasparaitis, his right hand off the stick and grabs Kasparaitis and threw him down. You can't do it.
And again, another indication about the way the game is being called. 3:20 remaining in the third period, and they call a penalty on the Caps. Rangers get their 8th power play, and this one is vital. They're down by a goal.
Timeout Rangers just to get their goal-scoring guys that have been on the ice a little tired, get them rested. Right there, Perry Pern told Kasparaitis to skate over and talk to Weeks. Reason being, it may have to pull him for a 6-on-4, Sam. So there's Kasparaitis talking to Weeks. So Perry Pern, the assistant coach, on top of that. Weeks already knows what the scoop is now. So that's good communication. 3:20 to go. Power play as Clark goes to the box.
Assistant coach Perry Pern.
Well, he was a vital part of rebuilding the Ottawa franchise. All those years it took to build them back up to being a really good team right now. There you go. This is a big part of the game here, without question. It's a 1-goal lead in favor of Washington, and the Rangers, they're not scoring 5-on-5 in this game. They have to get one on their power play.
They've scored 5 power play goals this season, make that 6, and Yager has 3 of them. 2 Ranger goals in this game, both on the power play, Yager and Ward. Rozabal and Straka play the points. Nylander, Jágr, and Ruchinski up front. This is Roosevelt on the puck. And it deflected over the boards into the Caps bench. 3:06 to go in the third period. Rangers down 3-2.
Roosevelt and Straka playing the point. Jágr always communicating with trying to set up and find openings in the other team's penalty kill.
Roosevelt for Jágr. Jágr against Brendan Witt. Double team. Witt takes it away. Wilsey and Bradley are the penalty killing forwards. Wilsey, the intercept, drives it out of the zone. There's Wilsey and Gordon, who are up front for the penalty kill for Washington. Now they bring Sotheby out with Matt Bradley. Jágr deep against Biron. Biron and Morrison on defense for Washington. Nylander against Sean Morrison. Roosevelt try to move it. Cleared. 1 minute to go in the power play. 2:18 to go in the third. Rangers down a goal. Marty Straka with the lead. Tipped ahead to Ruchin. Jágr is on. Centered, intercepted, driven out by Jamie Heward. 2 minutes to go in regulation time and 40 seconds to go in the power play. Jason Ward moves across. Marcel Hossa and Steve Ruchin on for the Rangers with Ward. Ward takes a hit. Cody moved it ahead. Hossa looking for it. Cody couldn't keep it in. Good effort by Brian Sotheby for Washington. Rangers unable to get a shot on goal on this power play. Ward drops it back to Straka. Got blocked. Ward into the corner. Witt is there around for Hossa. 7 seconds in the power play. Ruchin, no shots on goal. Great penalty kill for the Caps. Power play is over. Straka, long shot, knocked down in front.
Hey, Biron knocked it down and took the man out at the same time. A heck of a play.
Giveaway behind the net. Hossa taken down by Biron. Puck kept in by Cody. We've got 1:05 remaining in regulation time. We'll watch Kevin Weeks. Rangers down 3-2. Roosevelt dumps it in. Weeks still in the net. Under a minute to go. Tootin plays the puck. Now Ruchinski sends it in. Around the boards. Nylander looking for it. Muir sends it to Heward.
No interest in moving Weeks out of the net yet.
Not yet, but they will now. This is going to be an icing. If Tootin gets there, he does. He wins the race. 41.8 seconds remaining. The Rangers have already used their timeout. But now with a face-off deep in the Cap zone.
Look at this play. Biron blocked the shot with his right leg and took Ward out with the rest of his body. That's a pretty good commitment. There's Ward in front. Here comes that same play. Well, nobody was open at all. Caps needed a penalty kill, and they got it. Weeks has now gone to the bench. Face-off Washington zone. The Rangers have already used their one and only timeout.
Dominic Moore has come on. Ruchinski, Jágr, Nylander, Moore, Roosevelt, and Straka. 5 forwards and Michael Roosevelt. Nylander takes the face-off. There's a quick shot by Jágr. Great save made by Kolzig.
That was on the corner.
Oh,
man, what a save. On the corner.
Great save. Straka gets down to touch up an icing on Washington. 30.8 seconds remaining.
Washington can't change any players because they iced the puck deliberately, so they're not allowed to change anyone. Ruchinski with the pass, a no-look shot that was labeled. It was right on the corner. Big only the goalie with those long legs. Another good save. Rangers are allowed to make a change and do. Nylander's on the ice.
Moore goes off. Hossa comes on. Straka plays it into the corner. Muir and Hossa. Roosevelt. Now Ruchinski. Around to Hossa. 18 seconds to go. Jágr's got the puck. Shot blocked. Nylander working against Jamie Heward. Puck fired up the boards. And Straka couldn't keep it in. The Rangers aren't going to have much time. I don't think they'll have time. Let's see. Straka moves into Jágr. He's got to get a shot. They won't do it. It's over. Only the goalie makes 30 saves. And the Washington Capitals defeat the New York Rangers 3-2.
You know, the Caps looked to be in trouble early, but they hung in there, and they were more disciplined with getting odd man rushes. They scored a goal at the end of the second period with 0.2 of a second left. They did a lot of good things as the game moved along.
That goal was the turning point of the game as far as I'm concerned, John.
It was 2-1 Rangers, and Washington scored with 0.2 of a second left when all their players were trapped up ice. Washington on the odd man rush, and that made the game 2-2 going into the third. A 5-on-3 power play goal. Kasparaitis took a bad penalty on that play to make it 5-on-3. Then Kasparaitis drew 2 penalties, and the Rangers, who needed their power play in this game, couldn't score in the third period on it. And that was it. So Kolzig, a big win for him. He was good. So was Kevin Weeks.
Yes, Rangers were 2 for 8 on the power play in the game. Our Oppenheimer key contributor of the game is Alexander Ovechkin. He drew that penalty, he was tripped up, and then he watched him come in from the left side. Scores 2-2, power play Caps. 5-on-3, Ovechkin scores.
Yeah, he didn't play a ton. Doesn't kill penalties, but he was there when he had to be. He knew how to time that. It was a nice play. Heward, I thought, played it. Actually, Heward, Eminger, Biron, some of those defensemen for Washington played a heck of a game.
And Ovechkin, he's got nice hands. Caps beat the Rangers 3-2. We'll be right back. Back in Washington, where the Caps have defeated the Rangers 3-2. Time to look at the goal of the game. It's brought to you by smooth and refreshing Bud Light. Great taste for your great times.
Yager is going to be thumped. Double-teamed. Eminger, who just got the puck, will score. And our Rangers were trapped up ice. And as Washington moves down, look at them take their time. Eminger drops it. Clark with the shot. Eminger moves in. Nobody around him. Easy pickings for him. The Caps come up with a win here, and the Rangers need to find their thinking caps and put it back on and be much smarter next game.
And that wraps it up here in Washington. Caps defeat the Rangers 3-2. First loss for the Rangers in regulation time. They are 1-1-2. Our next game comes your way Thursday night, which is hockey night in New York, when the Devils visit the Rangers. Rangers tailgate at 7 o'clock. Rangers game night at 6:30, and then the Rangers and the Devils at 7. Coming up next, it's Halls of Fame. Our producer, Joe Whalen, director, Bob Lewis, associate director, Fran O'Connell, and our graphics coordinator, Steve Napolitani. For JD, this is Sam Rosen. So long, everyone.
The name you've known for 50 years is introducing a new member to the Garden State Brick Base family. Premium vinyl siding for your home. How good is our vinyl siding? You can see that Garden State Brick Base's premium vinyl siding can take the toughest abuse that Mother Nature or your kids can dish out. It continues to look this beautiful, and we guarantee it for a lifetime. Call now for details on how Garden State Brick Base windows and siding can help beautify and protect your home. The name you've known for 50 years is introducing a new member to the Garden State Brick Base family. Premium vinyl siding for your home. Garden State Brick Base offers a free in-home design consultation that guides you through the many beautiful design choices. Our skilled craftsmen complete your job exactly the way you want, when you want. Garden State Brick Base is your trusted exterior remodeling source. We're large enough to give you the best options and quality, yet committed to provide each customer with impeccable service and value. Call now for details on how Garden State Brick Base windows and siding can help beautify and protect your home.
The two-line pass, I think essentially the idea is that it's going to spread the defenses out. By taking that center ice line out, it allows defenses to shoot it or pass it from their goal line all the way up to the far blue line. The puck moves a lot faster than skaters, so the idea of lengthening those passes is only going to increase the speed of the game.
Fakes the shot, moves in, scores! What a play!
Of Fame is brought to you by Rolaids, a whole new kind of heartburn relief, and by Listerine. You can handle it, germs can't.
He showed the hockey world that the defensive line can be an offensive force, and he led the Boston Charge to capture Lord Stanley's Cup. Hello again, everybody. I'm Fran Healy, and welcome to the Halls of Fame. Today's guest is a legend of the ice, Bobby Orr.
What if we replaced everyone's chalky antacid with Rolaids soft chews?
This isn't my Tums.
Then everyone could try the delicious wild cherry and vanilla cream flavors.
Chewy, not chalky.
But I've got tough heartburn.
And have Rolaids soft chews neutralize 56% more acid than Tums EX.
Works for me.
Could we really replace everyone's antacid?
You just replaced mine.
Try extra strength Rolaids soft chews, a whole new kind of heartburn relief.
You go first.
You go.
Nope. You first.
No. After you.
Well, actually, I insist.
Don't be afraid. This Listerine is less intense.
Ladies first.
Age before beauty.
You want to fight plaque, gingivitis, and bad breath. So get over your fears.
Let's see what you're made of.
Excuse me. Just try natural citrus Listerine. All of Listerine's germ-killing power. But less intense.
You guys should really grow up.
Natural citrus Listerine. You can handle it. Germs can't.
Great news, Mrs. Wilson. Credit Card of America is able to cut your monthly credit card payments by $248.
Mr. Lynch, it looks like you'll be able to save over $13,000 in interest payments with Credit Card of America.
Credit Card of America is a nonprofit credit counseling company.
We're here to help you solve your credit problems and meet your financial goals.
Take this important first step toward financial freedom and call Credit Card of America. Certified credit counselors are standing by right now.
If you are $3,000 or more in debt and 30 days behind in payments, we can help you. So call our toll-free number.
Our certified credit counselors are standing by to provide you with free credit counseling services and assist you in becoming debt-free.
Take this important first step toward financial freedom right now and call Credit Card of America. Certified credit counselors are standing by right now. Call Credit Card of America.
We can assist you in becoming debt-free.
Have a good day. See you tonight.
Okay.
Introducing the all-new Suzuki Grand Vitara. You want more out of life? We're giving you the green light. Go!
Bobby, tell us about your childhood.
Well, I had a great childhood. I lived in a small town in northern Ontario, a town called Parry Sound, population of around 5,000. Everyone played hockey. Most of our hockey was played outdoors, whether it be the school rink, Seguin River or Georgian Bay. 10 or 12 on each side, dropped the puck, and that's how we learned to play.
What led you to hockey?
Well, that was my favorite sport in Canada. Hockey was the sport, and it was just the sport all the kids played in town, and whether it be a parking lot, the river, the lake, that's all we did. It was great entertainment for us.
You mentioned growing up in a great place in Canada. When did hockey become very serious for you? What age?
I mean, I've been asked this question a lot. When did I get serious? I don't know if I ever got serious about it. I mean, it was always fun for me. I didn't have parents that pushed me. I was never told, hey, you're going to play in the NHL, you're going to get a big contract. It was always fun. I was very lucky in my hometown with the volunteers, my minor hockey league coaches. They were always taught fundamentals and values away from the rink, which to me were very important. My family, great support. Then when I was 14, I went away to play junior hockey, so obviously it was getting a little more serious, but I knew that was the way you had to go if I wanted to realize my dream to play in the NHL. Continued to have wonderful support, but I mean, even after I turned pro, it was still fun. I enjoyed going to practice. People always talk about pressure. I really didn't start feeling pressure until I couldn't do what I once did, the way I once did it. When my knees started to bother me so much, skating was my game, and I just couldn't skate anymore. So then if worrying is pressure, that's when I started to feel the pressure, when I just couldn't do what I once did. But it was always fun for me. It was never a job. Yeah, the money was great and everything, but I never ever looked at it as a job. I couldn't wait to get on the ice. As a kid, I couldn't wait to get a hockey stick in my hands.
What was junior hockey like for you?
Junior hockey was great. It was for me, being so young, it was tough. It wasn't easy. But I never looked at it as a job, or it was fun. I was having a blast, and I knew, as I said earlier, that was, if I was going to reach my goal or realize a dream, that's the direction I had to go.
Seemed like it was predicted at 14 years old, maybe even younger, that Bobby Orr is going to excel in this sport, even on a professional level. When or did you ever have the feeling in junior hockey that you would be able to carry it into the professional?
I mean, you can predict and think that these players are going to be. I mean, I was one of the lucky ones. I mean, I was blessed with the ability to play a game. I loved it. I had a passion for the game, and I applied myself. I mean, how often do we see young athletes come along in all sports, and you know they're going to be, that's going to be the next one, and it doesn't work. So sometimes it doesn't work, and for different reasons. That as you move up, it gets tougher. The competition is tougher, and some players don't adjust, or they're not able to adjust. And hey, I was one of the lucky ones, but when did I know? I don't know. I was playing a game that I dreamt about playing. I loved to play, and that's all I really thought about. But when did I know? I don't know. When I signed my contract, I knew that was the next step. And going to London, Ontario, where we trained, and in those days, all the prospects, all the Bruins players trained in one camp, and they had different teams they would send their players to. And as training camp went on, they would start calling the players in to say, report here, report there. And they called me in. I had no idea I was going to be told to report to Boston for the remainder of the camp, but when I got the call, and it was great.
What was it like when they told you you're going to go to Boston? That day there, what was that like?
I was in heaven. I mean, it was a dream again, and to be told to go to Boston and finish training, and even being sent to Boston didn't mean you're on the team. You know, there was still some camp time left, and there were still players competing. But the drive to Boston from London and checking in at I think it was called the Madison Hotel in those days. It was a hotel right at the Garden. It was great, and you know, I was 18 years old, and I'm in the big city now, and practicing with the Boston Bruins. It was heaven.
Do you remember your first game?
I remember, well, my first exhibition game was in London against Toronto, but my first NHL game, absolutely, against Detroit, playing against the player that I think is the best player ever, Gordie Howe. And in that game, a funny story, I made a pass, came around that, and I'm kind of looking back at my fancy pass, and next thing you know, I'm on the ice. And I'm kind of crawling up the board. I think Gordie wanted to let the young kid know.
You were 18 years old.
I was 18 years old, and I'm watching my pretty pass. A great lesson. Don't watch your pretty pass.
You mentioned Gordie Howe wanted to explain to you what this was all about. Did anybody else in the league try that?
Hockey's a tough game. I mean, in the way I played. I mean, I like to handle the puck. When you handle the puck in a contact game, you're going to be hit a lot, so I was hit a lot. But the thing that made it so easy for me, guys like Eddie, your friend Eddie Westfall, and Eddie Johnson and Teddy Green, these guys, the veteran players, you know, so much was written about me coming in, and they could have made it very difficult for me, and they didn't. They supported me, they protected me, they watched me, and that, in my mind, was the thing that made the adjustment so easy. They were wonderful, and I'm there trying to take a job, but the support I received, and yeah, players tested me, but there was always somebody there to watch me, help me, protect me, and the veteran players were wonderful when I came here.
Defense, whatever sport it is, usually you think of defense as very conservative, not real glamorous. You brought glamour to that position in hockey. How'd you do it?
It was the way I always played, and you know, through minor hockey, and then you know, forget at 14 I was owned by the Boston Bruins, and I played for their teams and their coaches, and they continued to let me play that way. They felt that was the way I was most effective, certainly it was the way I loved to play. And they continue to let me play like that. And the most difficult thing would have been if they'd say, no more offense, you're going to stay back there, and we don't want you creating, just move the puck up, shoot it up the glass, don't skate over center ice. No fun. Just no fun. But, you know, that's what makes this game so great, you know, the speed and creating and the puck movement and so on and so on. And far too often today, I think, especially with our kids, we don't let our kids go. We don't let them create. I mean, that's what makes this game so great. I mean, I was at the Bruin game, Kovalchuk, you know, young Russian star. I mean, this kid's one of the most exciting players in the league. And man, talk about skating and puck handling and stick handling. And you're never, ever, and you shouldn't make him a defensive player. I mean, yes, you've got to say, be careful in your end, pick up your point, and so on, but man, he was exciting. And to me, I think we need more of that. Let the players go, and never mind the shooting up the glass, don't skate over center ice. And it starts with our kids.
How difficult was it for you to be a pioneer in that area? Because you're young, you're coming into Boston, and all of a sudden you're aggressive, and you're doing things defensemen ordinarily don't do.
Well, I really don't look at it as being a pioneer. I think there were offensive. I mean, Eddie Shore was an offensive-minded defenseman, and it was a style I played, and I don't think there's any question that the pros influenced the kids. And I think there were some defensemen that came after me to play like I played. As many try to play like Gretzky, which might be a little difficult to do, but they try. So the professionals, like in my mind, do influence the kids, and we don't have a lot of defensemen around like I play today, like I played.
Concerned about bad breath? Listerine Pocket Packs dissolve in seconds, killing bad breath germs to freshen your breath instantly. Listerine Pocket Pack strips. Now try less intense fresh citrus.
It's here. It's hot. It's a revolution in activewear. It's the Ultra Strength Bengay Pain Relieving Patch. The powerful look and pain relief that everyone's wearing. To get sore muscles moving and relieve achy joints so they stay active longer. Ready to wear wherever you hurt. It delivers deep Bengay heat and lasts up to 8 hours. So put on lasting relief designed by the best. Try the Ultra Strength Bengay Pain Relieving Patch. It's what's hot in pain relief.
Denture wearers, we stained a string of pearls in barbecue sauce, not just to prove the stain-removing strength of Efferdent Plus or the freshening power of its Listerine ingredients, but to give every denture wearer the confidence to show those pearly whites. The confident clean of Efferdent Plus.
Eyes match your PJs. There's a Visine for that. Tears of joy?
No, Dad, eye allergies.
Sad about eye allergies? There's a Visine for that. Eyes dried out? There's a new Visine for that. For over 40 years, Visine has been the eye expert. So no matter what your eye irritation, red, itch, dry, or even contacts, there's a Visine.